Friday. Welcome aboard. It's good to see you guys. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Blazer 1959 is doing fantastic. So is Nagy 87 HD Simulation. Iowa Scotsman, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday, all you guys. Bubba Matuna, good to see you. Welcome aboard. I hope your week's been going well. Like I've been sitting around all day. I had to edit my own voice today as I'm working on something, and all I could think about was how much more interesting it would be to stream than to do the editing on the thing that I was doing all afternoon. So I'm happy to be here. I really am happy to be here. And I've been looking forward to flying this thing all week too. Like I haven't gotten a lot of flying time in. I think that the only 2 times I fired up my sim since Las Vegas has been the 2 streams now. So and I haven't touched this plane in a very, very, very long time. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. Did some instrument flying last Saturday, I think. Yeah, I think it was Saturday. And got like 2 hours of time in, 1.7 up in the air with the foggles on. I'm like this close. Oh no, sorry. Saturday we did a lot of flying with Max. And then like Monday, I think I did the instrument. I don't even remember. Monday, I think I did an instrument lesson, something like that. Couldn't tell you. I did some instrument flying though. I've done a lot of instrument flying in the last week, and I'm gonna do some more. Taking my written exam tomorrow, and then I'm gonna do a lesson hopefully tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, I should say, if the weather holds out. Which is a weird thing to say, but the fog layer and all sorts of low clouds and whatnot rolling in. So we'll kind of wait and see what happens, and see if we get up there. We did fly together. That's right, Max. I know. I forgot about that. Saturday, Max and I flew up to Lake Placid on Saturday. We got some really cool GoPro footage out of it that we'll probably cut together into something soon. That airport's crazy. Lake Placid's kind of nuts coming in from the east. It's like you're at 5,000 feet, and then now you're at 1,700 feet because you have to lose all that altitude in about 4 miles. That's pretty cool. Ordinary Frontiersman, good to see you, buddy. Jameson Dora, welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I love his cool looking. There was an update made to the A320 recently. Like I think it was last month, where all the liveries had to be updated. So there's some gray spots on here that we probably need to bug Cessna Rocks to go fix. But whatever, man. I looked at this thing, I'm like, that looks really freaking cool. So we'll talk about the flights here in a second and all that. Tigers 1904, good to see you. Just got in from the pub. Yeah, how long can I last without falling asleep? Well, we'll see. Who would we have tonight? We had, let's see, if Danielle's here, thank you very much, Danielle, for the tier 1 subscription. I do appreciate it. I suspect she might be back later. JTGB, thanks for 18 months, my friend. Cheers to you, buddy. Boeing Man 2425, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. I think you've subscribed before, but welcome, sir. Thank you very much for your support, and cheers to you. Adoop Zach, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you very much for your support. Cheers to you, buddy. Tell me how to say your name, or I'm going to say it wrong. IOMarcus72, thank you for 16 months of support, my friend. Cheers to you. I really do appreciate it. Ramathorn1824, thank you very much for the tier 2 subscription. Welcome to the Beer of the Month, Mr. Ramathorn. Cheers to you, buddy. I appreciate it. Cirrus Max, thanks for the bits, man. Says IRL was really cold this week. Well, when IRL is cold, we reap the benefits, apparently. Cheers, Max. Thank you for the bits, man. Elastic Jimbo, thank you for 4 months, man. Says happy 4 months. Finally caught up with the VOD of your Vegas panel on Dirkus' channel. Good job monitoring. Thank you very much, man. Elastic Jimbo, that panel was so much. We had a good time. I mean, we got interrupted and whatever else, but you know, whatever. That's water under the bridge. But that panel was a very, very, very good time, and I'm glad we got to do that. Cheers to you, Elastic Jimbo. Thank you for 4 months, man. And this you're not found with the tier 3 subscription for 12 months. He says 1 year of awesome streams. Happy Friday time stream. This you're not found. Thank you very much, man. Cheers to you. I almost reached out to you this weekend because it looked like I wasn't going to have a flying partner on tomorrow. And I was thinking about heading down to like Katama or Martha's Vineyard or whatever. And I know you said you wanted to go down there, but the weather's rolling in, so we're not doing that. But rest assured, I'll get in touch with you soon. And we'll see about doing some flying. I am Marcus72. Thank you for the bits, man. Have a great flight. I do appreciate it, dude. Cheers. Hope that means you're not leaving. Hope you're sticking around. Nagy87 says, is this a summer wheat or a rage juice? This is Dialed In by Trillium. It is a what is it? It's a double IPA. I'll look this beer up real quick. Dialed In Trillium. Dialed In Sauvignon Blanc. So it's a double IPA. That's been they have added they've added Sauvignon Blanc. They've added wine to it, like white wine to it, midway through fermentation. And it is a wonderful, wonderful beer. It's got a little hint of sour to it. But it's a very, very, very nice and tasty double IPA. Like, it's really good. It's not super hoppy at all. It's very juicy. It's very sort of fresh. It's also like 8%. So, you know, it's going to be one of those kind of nights. But yeah, that's what we're having tonight, man. You can't even, like, you can't see through that thing. I put this thing up here. It looks like orange juice. And that's, I've been addicted to these kind of beers lately. So, it's good stuff. EdForce5, thank you for 16 months of support, EdForce5. Cheers to you, buddy. I do appreciate it. Wolfie2671, happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Yeah, I should get a beer command going, but I don't know. maybe one of these days I'll get the beer command going. Space Danny, good to see you, man. I serve and welcome aboard, Ian. Yeah, Trillium's pretty good. Although I will say, when I went to Trillium a few weeks ago, I was a little bit disappointed with their selection. I was very disappointed with the beers that they had on tap, and I was disappointed with the beers they had in cans. Like, I got this when I was there, so I mean, Dialed In was probably the best beer they had, but they didn't have a lot of their staples. We had a better experience, and we got better beers when we went to Castle Island after we left Trillium. But I went to Trillium because I knew Durka wanted me to bring some stuff to Vegas, so that's how it goes. Phil7488, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Wish I had my resub queued up. It's all good, man. It's all good. Keytar Double IPA by Trillium is excellent. I have not had that. I'm okay with the double IPAs, and I love vanilla, so I'll have to give that a shot at some point if I can find it. If you could find me one, pick it up, and maybe we can meet up sometime and exchange. I'll give you some homemade wine if you give me some beer. Almost done with my PPL. That's why I was going, oh, awesome, dude. How close? How much longer you got? You got to be, yeah, close. Like, check ride coming up soon and all that. Thanks, this drone I found. I mean, I try to get down to Trillium and whatnot like once every couple of months, but it depends. Like, it just depends on how busy I am. I should just fly down there, grab an Uber, go pick a bunch of stuff up, and fly back. Like, that probably make most sense. Anyway, that's enough beer talk. We're flying tonight. Talk about what we're gonna do. Talk about the airplane. You guys know how it goes at this point. It's beautiful. It's summer now, by the way. It's summer, and it's actually cool enough outside that, like, I almost, like, if I were to go outside tonight, I'd have to wear a jacket. I am sitting in here with my air conditioner on and all that stuff, but that's just because my room is going to get very, very, very warm today. But if I were to go outside, I would definitely have to have a jacket on, which is kind of crazy. Trillium's literally 5 minutes from my house. Ooh, okay, all right. Well, the thing about flying down there is that I can't drink anything. So if I just take the 45 minutes and drive down there, then at least I can have a beer or two while I'm on the way. But we'll figure that out, man. I'll reach out. I got to meet up with you and McShiggity Pilot at some point down there. So yeah, we got some flights planned. Here's what we're doing today. We're starting off at North Bend, Oregon. There's a little airport here on the coast. It's really freaking cool, man. Like, this it's such a neat little airport to fly in and out of. And I love the hell out of this place. So we're flying out of here. The departures, an interesting one because it tries to keep you tucked in pretty close to the airport and whatnot. And the departure is definitely not meant for an Airbus. So that's gonna be interesting and fun. So we're flying out of North Bend. We're gonna take it all the way up to Olympic? Uh-oh. Where'd it go? It moved me. Okay, we went to South America. We're gonna fly our way up to Olympia Regional Airport here on the southeast side, southeast, I should say, of Seattle area. I've never flown an airliner in here. I've only ever flown in here once before. We did it with the, oh man, that GA plane that's really funky and weird that we flew a couple of weeks ago. It'll come to me later. So we're gonna fly in there. That should be a fun little approach. It should be a neat little flight. Just hitting a different airport, something that we don't normally see. And then blasting out of there, we're gonna make our way over to this airport here, Glacier Park International. This airport is freaking cool. And right now, the winds are 180 at Niner, so that means we're going to probably be landing on runway 20. So let me show you the approach for runway 20. Yeah? Yeah, look at that. That's going to be really cool if we come in and we get that approach. So that's the goal, man. That's what we're doing. Those are the two flights we're doing tonight. And we're going to be flying in this airplane right here. This is the FlightFactor A320. Ultimate. We're running a livery by Cessna Rocks. So if you go to CessnaRocksLiveries.com, I believe you can find this. And we should probably tell him that it's broken. But that's thanks to a recent update by FlightFactor. This thing's cool, man. Like I saw this livery. I was looking for private Airbus liveries, and this is the one that stuck out to me as being the coolest of the two that he had on his site. So I'm stoked about that. So we're gonna be flying tonight as .com 717, complete with the accent and everything else. And yeah, it's exciting. NASCAR 02, good to see you, man. Zesta, welcome aboard. DKM Saber, happy Friday. Pilot Meister, happy Friday. The Man 8237. I'm doing well, man. How are you? Welcome aboard. Trinidad, that was the one. It was the Trinidad that we flew. Yeah. Socata. It was the TB20. Yeah. Okay, I got it now. That's the one. Thank you. KN Lamb, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Let's pop inside this thing and get it up. Ooh, hey. That looks like an MU2 that's gonna be potentially flying along with us. Who's that? Well, we got a few guys here. Okay. We got Leighton. Oh, we got Joe coming with us again. Sweet. We got all the cool kids out here. Yeah, it should be fun. So yeah, FlightFactor A320. You guys know how this thing flies. We'll go battery. I am running the Blue Sky Star sound pack today. So it should sound delightful. Am I using custom water textures? Nope, that's all stock. I know there's a mod out there called FLYT that was recommended, but I haven't had a chance to like run it and shake it down and all that, so I'm not running any custom water textures or anything. All right, let's go APU master switch on. 2, 3, APU starter on. And the starter goes on, and so now we wait. I have Van74, thank you for 18 months, sir. I do appreciate it. Cheers to you, buddy. Thank you. That was a weird sound. Tim Rodeo, good to see you, man. Dare you say Blue Sky Star? You know, I'm going to probably call it Blue Star Sky at some point tonight because that's what I always end up doing. I can never get the name right. So we're just waiting for the APU to come online. You can hear it coming online. Apparently it's quite windy out here too. On the headphones just for the sounds. Yeah. Do you think X-Plane has helped with your instrument reading? 100%, man. That'd be a great question to ask once we're up in the air, and we've got time to talk about that stuff. But yes, the short answer is X-Plane has helped with not only my instrument rating, but also with my PPL. All right, APU bleed on. And we'll go left to right. We'll start with the nav. Go on this side. Go fuel pumps on. This is not the proper way. This is Ty's way. We will turn on the nav and logo lights. Leave everything else off. We'll turn on the no smoking sign. Turn off the seatbelt sign. Armed emergency exit lights. Those are good. Right side's fantastic. On our way down to the FMC, go to the init page. We're going to start at KOTH. Taking that all the way up to KOLM. KOLM. Return. Align the IRSs, and off we go. Okay. So I've already filed the flight plan. Got the route in, ready to go. We'll just add people and gas here, and then we'll call up probably ground and get our clearance out of here. Let me just get some frequencies. Ground's 27.1. 27.1. Okay. Is this the A320 Neo? Negative. This is the A320 Ultimate by FlightFactor. Fred Orr, it's good to see you, man. Phil White, welcome aboard. I'm doing very well, Manarino. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Happy Friday. All right, that's good. 27.1, and then North Bend Towers 1845. 1845. Okay, good. All right, let's do people and gas here, and then we'll get to the next step here where we talk to people. So we'll talk with the fuel. Pulling all my numbers off of SimBrief. So we haven't done this for a while. So we're gonna come down here to the block section and look for our planned fuel. We're gonna load our block fuel in, which is 15,928. Ah, crap, that's in... Hang on. I need to change it to kilos.
Northbound ground, Challenger 63, Juliet Mike.
Hey, we're not ready for you guys. All right, kilograms. Do. Wave 138, greetings from Boston. Happy Friday, hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Biohaz57, good to see you, man. Happy Friday to you. I call everybody man. So if I ever call you a man and you're not actually a man, or you don't identify as a man, you should let me know. And I'll do my best to correct that. But like even when I'm in person, I call my female friends, hey dude, hey man, you know, that's just for better or worse, that's just how it is. How it is when you're dealing with me, I should say. Okay. All right, so here's what we're looking at. We got 7229 kilos, what we're looking for here. So we'll grab our tanks here, all tanks, call the fuel truck. Fuel truck is here. And we're gonna say 7229 on the fuel. We'll go 7,500, it's fine, set that. And then we wanna get the weight, so we'll come on down. We're going to be looking for a passenger count of 173, and barring that, we want a zero fuel weight of 59.7. So 59.7 is the important one. All right, so get rid of the fuel truck, go to the passengers, call the air stairs on the right side, or the front left side. We'll go full, so that doesn't quite get us there. That's fine. We'll go ahead and get rid of the passengers, we'll get rid of the air stairs, come over to cargo. And so what we want to do is we're going to bring our zero fuel weight up to 59.7. So we go to perf data. We're going to look for our zero fuel weight, which is right here. We're currently 56.3, so to go from 56.3 to 59.7, we got to add 3.4. So we go back to service. We go to cargo. We're at, call those guys. So 3.4 plus 3.6 equals roughly 7.0. So if we go to 7,000. Hit the set button right there. And then we go to perf data. We should see 59.7. 59.7. And I can confirm that by looking at my load sheet. Boop, right there. So if you guys don't know how we load the plane, that's how we do it. All right, so we got people, we got gas in here. We're ready to go. Let's go ahead and come back here. Close that, close that. Boom, boom, boom. Good. Woohoo! Let's go this setting. This setting. Don't know that that actually works. No. Can I adjust the sounds? How do I adjust the sounds in this plane? I don't think I can. Okay. Well, we'll just have to deal with it. Alright. Let's go. Radio's up here. Listen around. Yeah. 136 people in a private Airbus, right? Yeah, whatever. Pilot person 77, good to see you, man. I am using the BSS sound pack. Yes, sir. Subsonic Flight, welcome aboard. Echo Codes, welcome for the first time. Good to have you here. EKFDKWJTI. Hello from Boston. Good to see you. Blizzard, good to see you, man. Last time I tried to use this, I had no idea because only one throttle was working. All other dual engine planes worked fine. Interesting. I don't know what to tell you there. That sounds like a problem, though. Another red shirt 84. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you, my friend. I appreciate it. All right. So we're going to call ground up 27.1. Got that over there. We're tuned into 27.1 on there. I'm just going to confirm on ye olde PilotEdge map to make sure, because sometimes the radios do weird things, which it is. Good there. EKFDKWJTL. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you very much for your support. Cheers to you, my friend. There has to be a name. Is there a meaning behind that name? Or did you just like face roll your keyboard? It has to be a meaning. All right, so we are .com 717. We're going to be IFR up to Olympia. We're calling North Bend Ground. North Bend Ground, good evening. .com 717, IFR Olympia. Let's see. .com 717, Olympia Ground, good evening. We're clearance on request, standby. I wonder if we are transmitting. Ah, yes. The old not. If you don't push that button down, you're not transmitting on the right frequency. Let's try that again. Welcome ground. Good evening.com 717 IFR Olympia. You see me rolling. Okay, so that's
Radio check.
yeah. All right, still not working. So you know what that means. Do. Windows has once again screwed up my audio. Need to get like the Price is Right theme going here or something. Let's see.
Radio check.
Retard.
That's getting better.
We gotta fix the audio. Thanks, Windows. Check. Interesting. Okay. Northbound ground radio check.
Hearing some things here, but not the controller.
Shall we try this again? I don't think I actually think Windows failed that time. I think it actually worked. Check. All right, we should be fine. All signs indicate that my setup is correct. All right. Rothman Ground, good evening.com 717 IFR Olympia. Okay. PilotEdge. Plugin admin. Oop, nope. Data ref editor. Show data refs. PilotEdge. Transmit's working. All right, controller's having some problems. Controller's in the chat saying he's got issues, so we're gonna wait.
You're good. The controller's having issues, we think.
All right, man. Thank you. We'll wait for him. All right, Noobskid 101, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club, my friend. Thank you very much for your support. Cheers to you. Oregon Bruin, thank you very much for the donation. Looking forward to some great fights tonight. I do appreciate it, man. Cheers to you, Mark. I probably shouldn't say your name, but I just did. Oregon Bruin he's a lurker. Hope you're doing well, man. Jonathan Cordova, good to see you, man. Joe Murph, welcome aboard.
Radio check.
5.
Is FSX worth $10 on Steam? I guess. I mean, if you don't have another flight sim and you just want to dip your toes in and grab it. I mean, I would say grab X-Plane 11. Grab X-Plane 11 because it's like 35% off right now. Like, that's the way to go. CBS 1133, good to see you, man. Jaffa Mees, welcome aboard. I'm interested about iVal. I know nothing about iVal. It's another network. There's a lot of Europeans on it. But that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge of iVal. I jumped on there once. I could not get the voice working, and I gave up. Because that's the limit of my patience. Mr. Chow, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard, sir. DKM Saber, good to see you. I think I said hello to you, but hello again. Jaffa Mees, welcome aboard. Oxbox, I already said hello, but hello again. Leilon's Neutral, that's the one I missed. Welcome aboard, sir. Ressa, good to see you, man. Nice midsummer to all. Is midsummer a thing? I like that. Rothman ground, radio check. So the
You're loud and clear there.
All right, I think the controller's still having some problems. So the controller appears to be having issues right now. So we're just kind of waiting for him to get that all squared away. You know, whatever technical crap happens. I don't want to program anything because if something changes, then I have to go do it all over again. So we're just gonna sit here and chat, man. Piper the Hawk, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Finish. Midsummer is the thing. Gotcha. Or Finland, Midsummer is the thing. Gotcha, man. I've actually never heard Midsummer used before outside of like video games, so that's actually quite interesting. Blizzard 2002, welcome back for 3 months. Thank you to this URL not found for gifting that sub.
Radio check.
Cheers to you, buddy. 5x5. Another Redshirt 84. We're not drinking a half, man. We're drinking a double IPA tonight. And I think my iPad just crashed. Drinking a double IPA. It's pretty good. Yep, my iPad just crashed. It's done that a few times now. I think the iPad might be getting replaced here fairly soon. Midsummer's also a thing in Sweden. Got it. When do you think a legit A320 will come out in X-Plane? I don't actually know, man. I think FlightFactor has talked about one with this plane, but I don't actually know. I would have assumed JAR might have put one out because that would make sense for them. But I don't know. Yeah, don't worry about that. You don't buy the add-ons from the Steam store. Never like buy the sim from the Steam store if you have to, but don't buy the add-ons from the Steam store. Get the add-ons from the sites directly. But yeah, I mean the add-ons for flight simulators are not cheap, just so you know. Like this A320 that we're flying around in today is like 70, 80 bucks. Actually, I think it's like closer to 90 bucks, isn't it? Tolos are making a 320. There you go. Keyron1, good to see, man. Dogo DR, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're working on some audio issues with the controller here. So we're just giving him a second to figure stuff out. And then we'll see about getting some flying in. I'll serenade you with my sweet tunes. I need to pay to fly with each plane. I mean, there's free stuff that's out there, but yeah, like if you want high fidelity planes in a simulation, like you're gonna pay for it because these are fairly large software projects that are put together. Logical, good to see you, man. It has been a while. How you doing? Happy Friday. Thinking about the 9.7 of the Pro to replace my Mini. I'm thinking about doing the 9.7. So I'll probably, whenever the time comes, I'll replace it with a 9.7 cellular. I think they're like $650, which is kind of why I'm waiting to pull the trigger until I have to. I wish they made another Mini, but I don't think that's going to happen. Daedalus, good to see you, man. Happy Saturday to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. You should try updating your iOS version or resetting. I'm on the latest version of iOS. I think. I don't know. I'll play around with it tomorrow. X-Plane users need a 787. The 787 doesn't do anything for me. Like, I personally just, like, I don't care about long-haul aircraft. The kind of flights that we're eventually going to do tonight are what I'm most interested in. Brown Bag Code, good to see you, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. But, you know, like, these planes are what I find to be the best. Yeah, the 4 is what? Like, the 4 is like 3 years old, right? Ben Fiedler, good to see you, man. Captain 350, welcome aboard. We have two 747s. You have the default free one. You got the one by SSG. They're fine. They're good enough. They get the job done. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing a lot of long hauls, then yeah, I'm sure that you're feeling like you're quite lacking in this sim. You'll never find me getting super excited about one of those planes. Like, even if they updated the 777, I'd probably fly it 2 or 3 times, then put it back in the hangar and bring it out once every 6 months. Jameson, any luck, buddy? Might have to go offline and do this flight. What about the 6.7? Again, the 6.7 doesn't interest me. I've flown it a number of times. I put some time in it, but I just like big heavy planes are not really my forte. Like you guys don't see me on here very often. I'd prefer to just fly all general aviation stuff. Like if I really wanted to rock it properly, I'd just fly around in the Eclipse all day, because that's my jam. I think the Mini 4 is the same age as the iPhone 6s. I think you might be right. Yeah. Eugene's helping right now.
Aircraft called for clearance. Say again.
North Bend Ground, .com 717 is IFR to Olympia.
.com 717, North Bend Ground, roger, clear to Olympia Airport, North Bend 6 departure, then as filed. Maintain flight level 230. Departure frequency 121.4, squawk 2412.
Just checking the departure real quick. Clear to Olympia Airport, North Bend 6 departure as filed. Flight level 230 on departure, 121.4, squawk 2412, .com 717.
.com 717, we're back, correct?
All right, turn him down, come back in here. Let's go to the box, get the sucker loaded up. All right, so we will start with, actually we'll do it up here, because that way I can look over here and get my performance data. Okay, so we are DCM 717, DCM 717. Right there. Not blocking anything. Okay. Cost index today coming off a sim brief. Coming from right here. Cost index is 21. 21. 21. And we're going up to 30,000 feet. This is what we filed. I'm sorry, 300. How dare I try to do 30,000? 300. There we go. Clear that out. Go to the flight plan page from KOTH. We're going to plan on a departure from... Let's check the weather. We'll figure that out. The weather. Winds 350, 19, gust 23. Holy crap. 10 mile visibility, clear skies, 18 Celsius, altimeter 3020. So 350, 19, gusting 23. And if we look at the airport diagram, and we see what corresponds with 350, I'm going to say probably taking off of runway 31. It's my best guess. That's not a lot of runway. So we'll plan for 3-1. They might send us off 2-2. We'll plan for 3-1. Parting there. Good. All right, OTH to Gamma. Boom. Insert. From there, we're going to go to OLM. And we have no arrival planned just yet. So we'll call that direct. Insert. Okay. We'll brief the departure here. Actually, we'll do it right now. Let's talk about this departure. We're going to find the North Bend 6 departure out of the North Bend Airport from runway 35. That says turn left heading 223 to intercept the 253 radial off of the North Bend VOR. Climb to 1,300 feet, then make a right turn direct to the North Bend VOR, and then continue from there. We can verify that down here. Climbing left turn 223, OTH 253 outbound, and then for the Gamma transition over the OTH VOR DME on the 343 or 349 radial to the Gamma intersection. Easy. We're going to follow the FMC and let it do its thing. And we'll go from there. And we'll monitor. Because I'm lazy. All right, good. Let's go to the init tab. Let's go right one page. Give me all that stuff right there. Zero fuel weight 59.7. Block fuel 7.5. 59.7. 7.5 total fuel. Goody. Go to perf. Let's go ahead and close that out now. I'm tired of seeing it. Boom. I'm back down here. VR 139, V2 143, V1 is going to be 139 knots, or we'll call it 38 knots. We're going to take off flaps. Let's do 2. Let's do flaps 2 this time because the runway is not very long. So 2/ oh crap, I need performance data. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Up 0.3. 2/UP 0.3. Boom. We're not going to flex the takeoff. We're going to toga the takeoff here. We'll put a flex temperature in anyway. Okay, good there, good there, good there. All that stuff is fantastic. FMC is now set. Let's come to the glare shield. Speed, we're not going to worry about. Heading, we're not going to worry about. Altitude is going to take us all the way up to initially 23,000 feet. Flight level 230. 230 right there. That's good. Come on over here to the the transponder, I should say. Do 2412 2412. Good. On TARA all. Okay, TCAS is on, ready to go. And that's pretty much it. Turn seatbelt signs on. We'll start the inches up, we'll get out of here. Clear prop. So let's go beacon on. Everything else can stay off. Fantastic. And doors are all shut, which they are. And we're going to start with engine number 1. Uh-oh. Oh. Yep, we got this. Let's try that again. What do you mean the thrust lever's not at idle? Yes, it is. It's at idle! Alright, there it's going. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate your support, but you're no longer welcome here. Have a nice day. Alright, there's one engine. Let's make it 2. Well, I-10, man. I flew the Diamond DA62 around last weekend. And a couple weeks ago, we flew some GA. So, there's still plenty of GA happening. Just, not tonight. Tonight, we're flying some big iron. But I-10, man, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Harmer, welcome aboard. Flight 670, good to see you. AFC Corbin, welcome aboard. Arch Bar, welcome aboard. I mean, I'd fly the 787 if it came to X-Plane. What's the best part about flying? Being up in the sky, man. Going places. Love it. Let's try the DR401. Not yet. On my list, but I haven't tried it yet. Stoper, good to see you. I work at McDonald's. Welcome aboard. Dogs of War Vu, welcome aboard. All right. After takeoff, let's do, or after start, take the AP bleed off. Take the master switch off there. That AP will come down. Let's go flaps 2. Yes, we're taking off flaps 2. Deal with it. Alright, arm that. Park brake's good for now. Let's go max U. Actually, we don't need brake fans just yet. Trim is up 0.3, so up 0.3. It's about right there. Matter to now come off. And with flight controls. Oh, that's loud. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, right rudder. Left rudder. Left aileron. Right aileron. Full back. Full forward. Good. Okay. Yeah, so what I've been told is that that's when they do all their, like when you're starting the plane is when they're doing all their piracy checks. And that's one of the reasons why it gets so slow like that. Luis Monza, good to see you, man. Thank you very much for 14 months of support. Cheers to you, Mr. Monza. Hello from Boston. All right. Park brake off. Brake's good. Seems we've lost somebody. Where are we at?
Retard.
Okay, we're into the tower, FBO. 3020 was the altimeter. That checks. Open ground, good evening. .com 717s. It's the tower, FBO with the weather for taxi.
.com 717 North Bend, ground runway 4, taxi via Alpha and Charlie.
Runway 4 Alpha Charlie. .com 717. Interesting.
North Bend ground, November 23 Juliet Mike, set at the South FBO with the weather ready for taxi.
November 63
Captain McGee,
Juliet
thank you very much for
Mike,
15 months of support, my
ground
friends.
Runway
It has been a
4,
while.
taxi
Happy
via
Friday, man. Thank you
Alpha
again.
and Charlie.
Runway 4 Alpha Charlie, November 3 Juliet Mike.
Yes. Oops. Actually, that's a good screenshot right there. All right. We got to go down and do a runway change at some point. We'll make that work. Yeah, these taxiways aren't really meant for this airplane. But we can fit. Hallelujah, says Jameson. She works.
Northbound ground, Sun Country 720 coming out of the terminal, ready for taxi.
Sun Country 720, runway 4.
Very,
taxi via
very,
Delta
very
and
careful.
Charlie. Hold short at Charlie.
Hello, everybody from
Airbus
757 Spies
and
channel. Good to see you
a
guys.
Challenger that'll pass in front of you.
Alright, behind the Challenger, Delta Charlie to runway 4, Sun Country 720.
Challenger. Oh yeah, he's back there. Man, that's really loud outside. I don't know if you can turn that down. Alright, take off config button. Okay, we good there? Remember, guys, catstrator taxis like grandma. We're still going to stick with the 2 flaps. Yeah, it's a lot less necessary now. All right, let's bring the FMC up here. Go to flight plan, KOTH31, departure, runway 04. Good, good, good. Insert. Oops. All right, the runway, whoops. The runway 4 briefing is literally the exact same thing. Left turn heading 223, intercept 253 till 1300 feet, right turn direct north bend. Cool. Oh boy. This could be an adventure. Fact of the matter is, we're not going to make it back to that. We're not going to make that radial for 1,300 feet. Like, we're going to hit 1,300 by the time we make our left turn, I'm sure. Because we won't even do acceleration until we're past that 1,300 feet. Audio page in the... Oh, you're probably right. right there. Ah, whatever. Not gonna worry about it. Okay, tower is 1845, and departure is 21.4. All right. Is gameplay hard? It can be. Depends. Yeah, like Joe Manzinski says, it's as hard as you want it to be. Flight simulators, and well, that too, but flight simulators. Jack Marclou, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Glaswegian Aviator, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Fud79, happy Friday. Setting sound. Yeah, I tried that. I tried the external sound earlier. It didn't work. Northbend Tower.com 717 is coming up on 04.
.com 717 Northbend Tower. Wind 340, gust 23, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 4, .com 717. Clear left. Clear right.
Approaching 04.
Thanks. Lights. Camera. And action. Set. 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 Clock. Let's go flying. I'll be quiet. This will be a toga takeoff.
On runway 04.
Northbend Tower, North 623, jet line calling shark runway 04.
November 623 Juliet Mike, Northbend Tower, runway 4, line runway to caution wing turbulence, pretty good.
On runway 4, November 3 Juliet Mike.
V1. Rotate. Positive right, gear.
.com 717, contact Seattle Center, good point.
Center, .com 717, we'll see ya. Oh, that was weak. Seattle Center.com 717, 2200, climbing flight level 230.
.com 717, Seattle Center, radar contact. .com 717, leaving 3000, clear direct Olympia.
Clear direct Olympia, leaving 3000, .com 717. Oops.
November 623 Juliet Mike, wind 340, 19, gust 23, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Alright, let's go autopilot. Take off, gear up, lights out, flaps in,
Country
indicated.
720,
Lights are set.
Northbend Tower, runway 4, line from weight, wind 340, 19, gust 2.
Bring that down a touch. Bring him down a touch. Dude, I never toga. Like, if you seriously are coming in here saying that Simmers toga too much, then you obviously don't watch the channel that often. Because I always derate. Always. The only reason I didn't derate that time is because we didn't have a runway. Doug for Olympia. Oh, yeah.
Number 16, Julie Mike, contact Seattle Center.
You can certainly link a pick, Mr. Sergeant. Sergeant 90, happy
Seattle
Friday.
Center, November 623, Juliet Mike, 1500, flight level 230, northbound 6.
Number 16,
All right, Captain McGee, thank you for 15 months, man. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it. Leading a simulation, welcome aboard. Now, Goran, I definitely never did CTOT properly. I will give you that. You caught me there, sir. How you doing, Goran? Happy Friday, my friend, or Saturday for you. It was great to meet you down in Vegas a couple weeks back. Hey there, Alexander. Good to see you. Lost Kiwi 337. Welcome aboard. I tried the CTOT, man. I just gotta try. You know. I gotta spend some more time and figure it out. Incredible Stan. Good to see you.
20.
Sergeant 90. Let's check out your picture here. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. That's a cool picture. I like that, Sergeant. Thanks for sharing that, man. Microsoft Gamer, welcome aboard. I don't have a takeoff performance calculator, so we don't use one. All right, 10,000 feet, go lights. Get our acceleration up 304 knots in the climb. That's a really bad sound.
Clear direct Olympia, 3 Mike.
Flap, welcome aboard. Serious Gamer, welcome aboard. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, underwhelming flyby. No, it wasn't just there. Trust me. Like, even if I try to position this a little bit closer. Some things still need some work. Cold the Prophet, good to see you, man. Time to crack open a cold one and chill. Hell yeah, man. Cheers to that. Exactly, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Yeah, it does sound pretty sad, doesn't it? So, on the ground, somebody asked a question. I said, ask it up in the air. I forget what the question was, so if you could ask that again, we could talk about that. I think it was related to Sims and instrument time, something like that. Sounded like a lawnmower flying by. No, that's the lawnmower is, oh man, it's the Tecnam P2006T. That's the one that sounds like a lawnmower because it's got the 2 Rotax engines on it. It's got like 2 snowblower engines pulling that thing along. Did the sim help with my IFR training? Yeah, that's what it was. So, yeah, so I'm deep in my IFR right now. I am at 17, almost 18 hours, I believe, total or simulated instrument time. So we're getting close to the halfway mark. And I will say that my sim has absolutely helped with my IFR. It's helped me to learn my scan. It's helped me to learn how to sort of behave in the system.
Sun Country 7.
And it's just it's been a really positive thing for teaching me how to, or helping me to learn, I should say, how to fly IFR. And a lot of, like, I've done a couple of those streams that have been very IFR focused, where I've worked on very specific things. And I want to do some more of those here probably the next week or so, now that things are getting sort of settled down post Vegas. But yeah, I mean, but even beyond just the IFR, like I think the sim helped immensely with my private. The private stuff, I had such a leg up because of the sim, and it was things like, it wasn't things like learning how to fly the airplane. It was
717, contact Seattle Center 135.15, 3515.
3515, .com 717. 3515. Yeah. Seattle Center.com 717, 17,000, climbing flight level 230.
.com 717, Seattle Center, climb maintain flight level 300.
Climb maintain flight level 300, .com 717.
Sun Country 720, climb maintain level 230.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
November 623, Juliet.
Not a very long, not a very long cruise. Bill 4LE, good to see you, man. I had the pleasure of meeting Bill at Flight Sim Expo. We had a nice long chat. Him and his lovely girlfriend. Was it girlfriend, fiance, or wife? I'll go with significant other. And yeah, it was good to meet you, man. I finally followed your channel, so we'll try to jump in sometime. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can practice in IFR. So yeah, as far as the private stuff goes too, like I'm gonna sit here and be a big proponent of using the sim for private, because you can learn things like understanding how adding power affects aerodynamics, right? If you add more power and you're gonna climb. So if you don't want to climb, you need to push forward on the stick. You need to trim the nose down. You need to do some things. You need to get ready probably for some additional roll coming in.
Altimeter setting.
Thank you. You need to get ready for, you know, the effects of P factor, adverse yaw, whatever the specific one is of that. So that's all stuff you can learn in the sim. You can learn how to communicate, obviously, on PilotEdge. Even on that sim, to a lesser extent, you can do that too. You can learn airport procedures, like how do I get in and around an airport? How do I do taxi stuff? How do I just approach a place and call it up and be like, all right, I'm coming in to land? Like identifying runways, identifying airports. How do I think like a pilot? You know, my long cross-country flight, I took off out of Burlington, Vermont, and there were 4,500-foot mountains that were off my left wing. So I had to sit down and think, okay, at what point is it safe for me to make my turn westbound? Like, how high should I climb flying south before I can safely go west and cross those mountains? So I had to think about things like that. And that's all stuff that I learned in the sim, man. Like, just blasting the sim, just doing it. Like, even running around these A320 flights and whatnot, they still have value for teaching you how to fly. Or I should say, making you better at learning how to fly. So absolutely, I think the sim has been humongous for my IFR and also for my private. Totally unrealistic depiction of a flyby sound from disembodied hover position at flight level altitude. Fair enough, crazy. Yeah, that's good. You're probably right. Cold the Prophet, good to see you. Wilfred Jones, good to see you, man. Anybody I miss here? Paco board, hello from Boston. It's good to see you, buddy. Burlington, Vermont, know somebody who scraped a wing of a CRJ there. Oops. Are you the Roadrunner tonight? Let's go for it. Yeah, the Roadrunner never gets caught. Although the coyote falls down. The coyote never dies, but he does fall down quite a bit, and that probably, like, falling down the canyon is probably more apt to be me. Yeah. Any thoughts on the Airbus free plane they put out recently? I haven't flown it yet. I'm probably going to check it out this weekend, but everything that I've heard about it has been unanimously positive. I mean, it's free, so just go give it a shot. K-Buff Aviator, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. So yeah, like, it's free. Go give it a shot. But everything I've heard about it says that it's a good plane. It flies really well. It's well equipped with the G1000. Like, that it's a good plane to have. Good plane to fly. David Zakop, good to see you, man. Done with finals. Focus on watching my streams instead of studying. Cheers to that. And congratulations on being done with finals. Is it college or high school?
270, Sun Country 720.
IRL, the Coyote runs faster than the Roadrunner. Yeah, but that wouldn't make for good TV, man. Sifel, it's good to see you. I was talking to Max before the stream started. I was trying to figure out what the title should be, and we bounced some ideas off of one another. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll make it this, and he didn't know what it meant, and so I linked him to a YouTube video showing the Coyote Roadrunner in action, and he's like, yeah, this isn't my thing. It's not for me. But and I was talking to somebody else about it, and we're like, okay, well, anybody who was around in the 90s and watched some Looney Tunes, like, one of the things we understand is that Acme is bad. If anything has the word Acme on it, it's probably going to break. And it's funny, like, you see businesses and whatnot with Acme, and I'm like, that's maybe not the best name to pick for your business. Possibly Chinese, welcome aboard. Good to have you here. Happy Friday. Speedy Gonzalez is faster than all he is. And some might say that my talking is faster than everybody else, too. Everybody says I talk too fast. There's probably some truth to that. We need to descend pretty much as soon as we hit top of climb. So we'll probably let him know here once we get a little closer and we see See what the distance is going to be like, but it's not even, it's barely 10 miles there. It's still more efficient to do it that way. Never buy anything that says Acme. I know, right? Acme had faster delivery. That's true. Coyote had his rockets like 2 minutes flat. That's right, Stan. That is very true. Looney Tunes still on. I don't even know where you can find Looney Tunes other than YouTube and whatnot. Barney Pate's good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And of course, we know Acme was out of Walla Walla, Washington, was it? I didn't know that, actually. Retard. Super Viking, 13 months. Cheers, my buddy or my friend. What are the prospects of a prosperous career on Twitch? Thoughts? If you get very lucky, you can make some money off Twitch. I'm very fortunate to be making a little bit of cash on here, and I'm perfectly open in saying that all the money I make goes directly towards my flying habit. Right now, it's going towards my instrument rating. I would certainly not want to be in a position right now where I rely on making a living off of Twitch. I would need to make roughly 12 to 13 times more than I make right now to be at a point where I would be comfortable living off of Twitch income. That's not going to happen with the flight sims. But yeah, thanks Adam. I do appreciate it, buddy. Hope you're doing well. We have them on Cartoon Network out in Australia. Nice. Yeah, Cartoon Network would make the most sense. Cartoon Network's secondary network called Boomerang. Got it. Yeah, because it used to be Saturday morning cartoons. You get the Bugs Bunny and all those guys. It would be on like ABC, I think, for an hour or whatever. DCam Saver, thanks for the bits, my friend. Cheers, buddy. I do appreciate it. 3 minutes of IFR, I'll take it. Is it actually? Hang on. All right, let's see here. The airplane I'm flying right now is, let's call it $120 an hour divided by, oh no, 20 divided by 60. Okay, yeah. There you go. Now that's so you guys each gave me 30 seconds of flying. Appreciate it. Joe Mazeski, thanks for the bits, man. Make sure to put it towards Avgas. It definitely will. Cheers, buddy. I mean, there's guys making money doing the flight sim stuff, but like their standard of living and their sort of way of life is different. You know, I have to support my wife. I have to support my future family. I have to support, you know, my house that I pay for. And it's not going to happen with internet money at the moment. There's certainly may down the road. I mean, you look at somebody like Squirrel, who is, you know, converted this to a full-time career doing all simulation stuff. Like, there's certainly possibilities there. But then the question is, like, do you want to actually be in a position where you're relying on people giving you money to survive? Like, I'm absolutely grateful that anybody decides to give me anything. But I also know that, like, tomorrow the relevance could fade away, and then, like, that's that, you know? And it's also, like, it's always on the back of my mind, like, okay, let's look at numbers and this and that and see, like, how are things performing, especially, like, summer where, you know, my April's always my best month. It's always been, like, I usually grow. April's a huge growth month. And then May, June, July, August sort of go, you know, you kind of peter off a little bit, level off for the summer, and then start seeing growth again towards October. So it always gets a little weird, like, looking at the channels, like, not even from a monetary standpoint, just from, like, a view and viewership count and sort of things like that. Just to be like, hey, like, is this stuff still relevant? Anyway, that's whatever. You guys don't care about that. ATC Control Freak, welcome aboard. Did he really just use a calculator for that? I did, yeah. I totally did. Don't judge me, okay? Warner Brother, you'd have the Animaniacs. Yeah, I love the Animaniacs, man. It was good. NS Adonis, welcome aboard. Duck season or rabbit season? I don't like either, actually.
TACOM 717, descent at pilot discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Level 240, my discretion, .com 717. I'm going to write that one down.
November 623, Juliet Mike, descent at pilot discretion, maintain flight level 240.
My discretion.
I don't like duck or rabbits.
November 623, Juliet Mike.
And yes, I pulled out a calculator to do 120 divided by 60. Don't judge. Saturday morning cartoons. Kids look at you strangely if they tell them that's what there was back then. I know, man. Like Saturday morning, and then when I got home from school, Like when I got home from school, it's like we'd watch the Power Rangers, we'd watch the knockoff Power Rangers, and then we'd watch like 1 or 2 cartoons that were on Nickelodeon, and then it would just be crap for the rest of the night. Like it'd be all adult shows. Like I don't want to watch an adult show. All right, 30,000 feet. Let's punch in 240. 240. And we'll go ahead and push that guy in. No. Okay. 300. Leave that in managed mode. Okay, now maybe I can do 240 and in. There it goes. All right, now it's gonna start the descent.
Delta 175, Salt Lake City clearance.
Adams Apple Tech Support, welcome aboard.
Airport Arches, 1 departure.
This is
Melbourne
X-Plane.
transition. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 1010,000, squawk 30.
Boston's not exactly a cheap place to live. My tiny house is nearly $500,000. Yeah. I have been very fortunate with my home investment, I will say. However, that being said, my house is I could not sell my house and afford to move into a bigger house right now. I don't think I could afford to move into my house right now, with the way the market has gone. So yeah, Boston is like one of the worst areas you could choose to live in and have to live off of something like streaming income. Power Rangers, dude, I loved the Power Rangers when I was a kid. I actually remember. So I was of like the ripe old age. Man, it must have been like 7 or 8 years old when Power Rangers started. Like the very first episode. I remember watching the very first episode of Power Rangers. I remember being hyped for weeks. It was a Saturday morning thing. Hyped for weeks. Power Rangers, this and that. I'm just like, all right, well, let's check it out because it looks freaking cool. Like an 8-year-old kid wants to see Power Rangers. I promise you that. And I watched it. I fell in love with it. And I watched the Power Rangers for like 5 or 6 years at least. Probably a lot longer than I should have. But yeah, that was my childhood right there, man. Scarebus 495, good to see you. All right, what I missed here.
November 70 Bravo, Roger. Talk to you right away.
Sell and buy a mansion Mac in the Midwest, dude.
Contact Seattle Center 126.6.
26.6.com 717. 126.6. Yeah. SeattleCenter.com 717, flight level 264, descending flight level 240.
.com 717, Seattle Center. Center pilot discretion maintained 16,000, Chalice altimeter 3014.
16,014.com 717. Right,
November 3 Juliet Mike, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Yeah, I would honestly so I grew up in the Midwest. I grew up in Indiana, and I would have no issue with selling this house and moving back and buying a place back back home essentially for me. I could never get my wife to do it though. Like we live in a really awesome area. There's a lot of stuff going on. I live, 20 minutes from Boston. Well, no traffic. I live 20 minutes from Boston. I live, like 2 hours from the mountains. I live 2 hours from the lakes. I live 5 minutes from the ocean. I live 4 hours from New York. Like there's so much stuff right here. Like that's why everybody wants to live in this area. Yeah, so I don't think I could ever. My wife would never be down with moving away, and we also live 7 houses down from my mother-in-law too. So we live in the neighborhood where she grew up. So like there's pretty much no chance that we'd ever move away. Even though like financially we'd do quite well if we just sold the house and moved someplace cheaper. Because like with the kind of work that I do, I can do my work anywhere. I don't need to. My current job not so much, but like I don't need to be located anywhere specifically. Been very fortunate in that regard. Vega Blue Sky, good to see, man. Sure you watched a healthy amount of Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, dude, I watched a lot of Beavis and Butthead during those days. Hell yeah. I was hitting the impressionable age right around the time Beavis and Butthead came out. Like I couldn't watch The Simpsons, but for some reason I could watch Beavis and Butthead. I never understood that one. Captain Bill, good to see you. GI Suck, welcome aboard. I was too old for Power Rangers. I grew up the original. Yeah, see, Transformers, He-Man, Mask, Thundercats were all before my time. I never got into those. I didn't get into the 80s cartoons quite the way that I did some of the early 90s stuff. Day Drew, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Stupid expensive in the whole country. Yeah, there's some truth to that. Depending on where you go, that's for sure. Ren and Steppy was good stuff, man. Rocco's Modern Life. Like, I could sit here all day and talk about these. All the Nicktoons, man. It was so good. It was so good. Flyboy F117, thank you very much for your 14 months of support. Cheers to you, buddy. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. I never watched the Fraggles. I don't even know what that is. So, yeah, I definitely never watched the Fraggles. I guess I had some cable for a while. Like, I had cable for a while, and I didn't have cable for a while, and it was kind of always back and forth, depending on where we lived. Torbs902, good to see you. Yeah, no, I didn't watch Fraggle Rock, any of that stuff. I did like the Flintstones. I don't think it has anything to do with Fraggle Rock, but I did like the Flintstones. How old am I? I'm 33. 33. I was born in 84.
72 Bravo, runway 30 left at Bravo, taxi via Whiskey
coming up. Transition altitude here. I'll send it to 3014. Let's grab the weather. The Olympia weather currently is winds 27. What the hell is that?
November 727 for Hotel North
CO. I don't know what COR is. I've never seen that on the METAR. All right. Olympia weather winds 27011, gusting 17, 10 mile visibility. Few clouds 4,800 feet, scattered clouds 6,500 feet, 22 degrees Celsius, 10 degree dew point. Altimeter 3012.
November 74 Hotel.
So we can probably expect, if the winds are 270.
November 74 Hotel ready.
We can expect a hell of a crosswind is what we can expect. Probably 3.5 they'll bring us down on. Yeah, my guess is they'll do 3.5. We're going to have one monster crosswind coming in there. I could do 2.6 if they want to give it to me. But we'll see. It'll be an interesting flight either way. And then from there, we're going to go...
November 74 Hotel radar contact.
Luis Mons, take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head up to the northeast FBO. See if we can squeeze in up there. Wait a few minutes for the CRT to warm up. Yeah, right. Hit the you hit the DGOS button a couple times. Just got issues with X-Plane 11. Ever have issues with FMS not working? You have to be more specific than that. I certainly have had those kinds of issues, but they're probably not what you're thinking of. Exactly, good to see you. Valderval, good to see you, man. Are you late? We're just coming in on the first flight. Ryan87, good to see you, man. Fraggles scared the crap out of me. I guess I have to go watch the Fraggles now. That might be the stream title. I've never seen the Fraggles.
Dock on 717 to 7 discretion, maintain 10, 10,000.
10,000, my discretion, Doccom 717.
November 3 Juliet Mike to center, maintain 10,000.
10,000. We'll go boom.
Picture 720, thanks, contact.
So we're above whatever glide path it's given us here.
Seattle Center, Sun Country 720 out of 2.
Not entirely sure why it wanted to descend quite so soon, but
720 Seattle Center.
Whatever.
Center path discretion, maintain 16,000 feet.
60 miles worth, 60 miles out worth 15,000 feet. Like that's maybe not right. Try to Katamiya, not yet, man. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but then the weather went to crap. So I'll probably do Katami here in a couple of weeks. It's coming up, man. Todorico, thank you Todorico, thank you very much for 3 months of support. Cheers to you, buddy. Todorico's got his oh man, his TBM in progress. We're gonna probably fly that. Maybe we'll fly that next week, Toto. If it's getting close. I hear we're getting close. I watched the dinosaurs. Yeah, that was ABC's Friday night lineup, right? We had like Boy Meets World, Dinosaurs. You had Urkel on that, or Family Matters on that night. Fraggle Rock was a Saturday morning show. Oh yeah, that was also an ABC show, wasn't it? That must have been on, like, that must have been on against something else that I was watching, and that's probably why I never caught it. Saturday morning cartoons. That might be the title. Yeah, write that one down. Fraggle Rock was PBS. I see. Yeah, dude, there'll be lots of pictures of Katama. Trust me. I'll probably record that one, because that'll be a really neat flight. Wings are almost done. I'm doing a ton of flight control tuning and refactoring right now. Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try to put some time in that thing here the next week or so, just to get familiar with it. But probably once the interior modeling is, or texturing is done, that's when we'll show it here on the stream. I'm really excited about that TBM. Super stoked. COR equals correction, correcting the previous METAR. Got it. My wife is going to be unhappy when I ask to buy the TBM when it comes out. Yeah, I have my special fund for video game related purchases that my wife doesn't see. Pilot Person 77 says, you streaming tomorrow? Nah, man. I got a lot tomorrow. I'm taking my written exam for my IFR. I have an IFR lesson in the afternoon that I'm getting together with some friends tomorrow night for dinner and drinks. Probably cigars and more drinks afterwards. So yeah, no, we might do some streaming on Sunday. We'll see. I can't make any promises though. Growing up in the 80s, I was raised on Dallas, Falcon Crest, Hill Street Blues, Miami Vice, and Cops. Bad Boys is my childhood anthem. Yeah, see, a lot of those shows, like I've seen Cops obviously in Miami Vice, because you can't avoid those, but a lot of those shows were totally lost on me. I'm just a little too old for that stuff. Have I landed on a soft field before? Yeah, I've done a couple soft field landings, and that one's supposed to be pretty well maintained too. Go Navy, take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by. Did you pick up anything on the Steam sale? Not yet. Again, I'll probably take a look at this weekend. Saturday morning Warner Brother cartoons on a huge Sony Vega. Calvo 907, welcome aboard, man. I'm glad it's Friday too.
Wind 300 at 13, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Oh, we got 40 miles. I guess it's not. I guess 10,000 here is not too bad, because it'll take us another yeah, 30 miles to get down to sea level. So this is about right. I have no idea what they're going to vector us for in terms of approaches. I'm assuming we'll just get a visual coming in here, but I really have no idea. Heard it's the best grass field in the country. Yeah, I think there's some truth to that. Steam sale is happening, yes. Do you DCS once in a while? I actually did a DCS stream for the F-18 a couple weeks ago. Cabin tour. You're gonna have to ask for the cabin tour on the next leg. We're getting sterile cockpit range here.
75 Salt Lake City, ground runway 34 right, taxi via hotel.
Yeah, 3012.
DOCOM 717 to center path discretion, maintain 6,000.
6,000 my discretion, DOCOM 717. There we go. Temperature.
623 Juliet Mike to center path discretion, maintain 6,000.
Winds are 270 to 11.
Sun Country 720 center path discretion, maintain 6,000.
Boom. Okay. Land full config. Everything's good. Approach speed 141. Landing speed of 136. Fantastic. We should have done that a lot sooner, but whatever. Also watched a lot of American Gladiators growing up too, because that show was amazing. Because who didn't watch American Gladiators, right? Like the original one, not the new one. The new American Gladiators is crap. The original one's where it's at. Everything's, yeah, everything's half off except for the F-18 Persian map. Yeah, there's a couple of planes I might get. I don't know. The F-18 is really the only thing I'm interested in flying. Like I already.
17, contact Seattle approach 121.1.
21.1.com 717. Okay. Whoops. Seattle approach.com 717. 8,100 descending 6,000. We got the weather at Olympia.
.com 717 Seattle approach. Thanks for the weather. Would you prefer 3.5 or 1.7? Basically a straight crosswind wind 2.6.
3.5 please. .com 717. Okay, it's gonna be brakes medium for this one. Arm that.
.com 717 expect visual approach runway 3.5. Descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000 will expect that. .com 717. All right. There's the breakout. I think I got the runway up there too. Is that it? 20 miles to go. Should probably come down here, go to perf, we'll activate approach phase, start to slow down. That'll bring us down to green dot speed right around 210 knots. Pretty sure that's the field. Might not, actually, that might not be the field. No, I think that's an untowered field. Anna Gaming here for 5 months. Says, good evening, Cat. Good evening, Mr. Anna Gaming. Thank you very much for your support. Cheers to you, buddy. I do appreciate it. F. Bakian, good to see you.
.com 717, field 12 o'clock and 17 miles port side.
Field's in sight. .com 717.
.com 717, thanks for the visual approach runway 3.5.
Visual approach runway 3.5. .com 717. Okay, first not to flaps. Autopilot off.
November 3, Juliet Mike, contact Seattle approach 121.1.
Field elevation we're going to is 208 feet. And the control tower is 24.4.
Seattle approach, November 3 Juliet Mike, 6,000 with the weather at Olympia, request visual 3.5.
November 6
lights and all that stuff on.
Mike, Seattle approach.
Good. Gonna go medium on the auto brakes. Speed brake is armed.
3.5.
I will expect that 3 jet.
Let's go auto throttle off. My throttles. Ooh, hello, overspeed. Let's put the gear down and get some drag out then. We're gonna lose a bunch of altitude here. Altitude and speed, two things I need to get rid of.
November 8872 Bravo.
It's a good way to lose speed right there. Let's get this sucker configured. Turn on my flight director. There's notch flaps. Okay, bring you in, arm you.
Delta 175, Salt Lake City Tower, flighting 260, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay, we can go flaps full now.
November 8872 Bravo.
10 miles out, get her nice and draggy here for this, because we gotta drop 4,500 feet in 10 miles. So we are definitely a little on the high side right now. It's okay though, it's a private charter, nobody cares. Passengers cannot hear me, I cannot hear the passengers complain.
November 72 Bravo.
And if they were to complain, who cares? Because you're on a private charter.
Maybe just try and cycle the frequency quick. November 72 Bravo. Yeah, I still show you on 124.0. That's fine. Non-call departure radar contact.
Okay.
Clear direct to Tracy Airport.
Showing a slight tailwind right now. Hopefully that resolves itself in a moment. Probably could have checked and put it. I probably could have put an approach here, but whatever. We'll fly by hand.
November 72 Bravo, Roger, stand by.
I know
November
the
63
autopilot's
Juliet
off.
Mike, descend and maintain 4,000.
Autopilot's off because I turned it off.
Down to 4,000, 3 Juliet Mike.
You're down 3 green.
.com
Spoilers.
717, contact Olympia
Flaps. Tower 717.
Tower. Sun Country 720, contact Seattle approach 121.1.
Still all whites. Went to one of those, at least one of those to turn red. One of them is red now. We can arrest the descent a little bit here. Olympia Tower, .com 717, visual 35.
.com 717, Olympia Tower, runway 35, clear line wind 26011, gust 17.
Good land runway 35, .com 717. That's literally a direct crosswind, so 90 degrees.
Sun Country 720, Seattle approach, expect to miss approach, runway 35, send and maintain 4,000.
Okay, gear flaps, speed brake, auto brake.
Number 62, 3 Juliet Mike, Olympia Airport, 12 o'clock and 17 miles, port site. 1,000.
Cross checked. Scenery load.
Approaching 3-5.
November 3 Juliet Mike, clear first approach, runway 35. 500. November 8872 Bravo, where did you want to take the approach from? 4.
Let's do it from Modesto.
November 72 Bravo, Roger, clear
A
direct.
little bit of gust there, not too bad.
Clear from Modesto.
Wow, this crosswind's crazy. This is gonna be a sporty landing.
Retard.
4,000 feet remaining.
November 401 Tango Sierra. Roger. IFR traffic 10 miles out.
Brakes hot.
You want 3.5 or 2.6?
$100 remaining.
1 Tango Sierra. I think the jet's going to be a little faster than you will be. Just fly northbound heading. Stay west of the field, and I'll get you back on a downwind for 3.5.
Do I fit here? More or less.
November 3 Juliet Mike, contact Olympia Tower.
Come on. Tower, .com 717, clear Bravo for the FBO.
Sun Country 720, reduce speed 180 knots, and report the field in sight 12 o'clock in 13 miles. Sun Country 720, descend and maintain 2,000.
Lights. Flaps in. Speed brake
Olympia
off.
Tower, November 3 Juliet Mike, visual approach, runway 35.
Brakes are cooking right now.
November 63 Juliet Mike, Olympia Tower, runway 35, clear line, wind 26011, gust 17.
Clear to land, runway 35, November 3 Juliet Mike.
.com 717, sorry, where are we parking?
Northeast FBO, .com 717.
.com 717, taxi to Park Echo.
Parking Echo, 717, we'll see it.
Seattle clearance, American 1882 Heavy, IFR Kalispell.
Sun Country
Chili Willies.
720, roger, on traffic also 12 o'clock, 4 miles. 1,000 feet below challenge.
Where can I put my jet? You know where I can put my jet? Right here.
Country 720, roger, let me know when you have that traffic in sight. And clear for approach runway 35. American 1882 heavy shuttle clearance on request. Sun Country 720, thanks. Follow that traffic. Airports at 110 0, make the left turn to join the left down if you want to do that. November 7274 hotel contact knockout approach 127.4. One 27.4 for November 724 hotel. November
Yeah.
70, Bravo, Delta,
See that airtime?
0.9. November 8872 Bravo.
All right,
contact
brakes are
NorCal
still hot. Nope, brakes are no longer hot, so we're good there. Park brake set. APU bleed can come on. Seatbelt sign can go off.
Sun Country 720, contact Olympia Tower.
Is the APU on? No.
November 8872
The
Bravo,
APU is
contact
not
NorCal
on.
approach 120.
Start the APU and we'll sit here and wait for a second for the APU to come online.
Olympia Tower, Sun Country 720, visual 35.
Cause that's how we roll.
Olympia Tower number 2, traffic over the numbers, runway 35, clear line.
35, clear land, Sun Country 720.
Oh, I got one coming in. Oh, he just loud.
401 Tango Sierra. Traffic 10 o'clock, 5 miles.
Huh?
A Boeing 738, 2 miles, or 2 miles.
Hit the brakes.
Runway 35.
Brakes.
November 1 Tango Sierra, roger, follow that traffic.
Oh yeah, the 737's coming in too.
clear to
Let's see
land.
how he does. Come back here, get our plane ready to go. Alright, so the APU should be on now, which it is. APU gen's on. 1, 2.
Still with tower.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
November 7274 Hotel, NorCal approach, roger.
Look at the flare. Oh, man.
Delta 175, contact departure.
Oh, man. The crap.
And
Oh, dude, he thumped that.
At Delta
Oh, man.
Northeast
He
FBO.
thumped it. He tail struck it.
175, Salt Lake City departure.
He's about to run off the runway.
Direct arches.
There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Come on, rudder, right rudder, left aileron. Let's go. Nope, more. Just keep the rudder in, buddy.
Delta 175 arches.
Close
Olympia
enough.
Tower, November 3 July, Mike, clear at Delta Northeast FBO.
November 3 Juliet Mike, yeah, I got you the first time. Taxi to the ramp via Delta and Echo.
Ramp via Delta and Echo, November 3 July, Mike, thanks.
He made it. It's okay.
Sun Country
It's all good.
720. Turn right on Bravo.
How do
Hold
we
short of
get
Delta.
back?
I
Oh, we're
can
gonna
be allowed
cross
to the
and
terminal
go that
second.
way, probably.
720.
Actually, he could go all the way
Sun
out
Country
there.
720. Left
He's going to the
on
terminal.
Bravo then. And terminal via whiskey.
All right.
Left on Bravo, terminal
That
view,
was
which
cool.
is Sun Country 720.
Navy landing. That's what we're going for, Scarebus. Yeah. Missed anybody here? CPHL, good to see you, Steve. That was fun. That was real fun. I enjoyed that.
Delta 175,
Max Sutton, welcome
contact
aboard.
Salt Lake Center 128.72.
All right, guys.
Good day.
You know the drill. I'm going to step away for a moment here, use the little boys' room. My wife is gone for the weekend, so I don't have to go and say hi to her. But I do need to use the little boys' room, and then we'll do the next flight. Next flight is going to take us from Olympia Airport out to Glacier Park. It's going to be about a little over an hour-long flight, so it should be a good one. We'll get going here pretty quick. So, guys, we're back. Dan in Vermont, welcome aboard, sir. Happy Friday. We'll talk to you here in just a few minutes. Right back. Oh, that was the wrong one to turn down. All right. Oh, hey. There's 401 Tango Sierra. There's my buddy in the moo. Is that Leighton again? Trying this again, Leighton? Yeah. I like this parking spot. It's a perfect spot for a private Airbus. Aside from the guy who just drove underneath, like drove through my main landing gear. It's okay, we won't hold it against him. Oh, he's parked over there. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm running stock scenery, so that's gonna explain a lot of the difference there. Little firm, but no tail strike. Our runways aren't in the same spot. I was gonna sit on the whole time. Got it. Okay. Touchdown on the other head. A little firm, but no tail strike. Dude, mine was super firm. So yeah. Rendezvous with Destiny. Good to see you, buddy. Been feeling since you complied in SoCal. Not tonight, man. We're doing some Pacific Northwest ish flying. All right, so we're gonna go OLM to GPI next. Let's go sim brief, new flight. DCM 717, KOLM, KGPI. Let's go Boeing Boeing A320, Airbus A320. Kilograms. That route looks acceptable. MLP. Let's go see on the approaches where they come in. I don't imagine this is a commonly flown route here, so we're gonna scrutinize this flight plan a little bit more than we normally would. Yeah, okay. That's not gonna do me a lot of good there because that's not getting me on an approach. Okay, so winds are 170 at 6. I'm going to assume they're landing from the north. So we pull up the RNAV. RNAV 20. So we can do FlyCab, it looks like. So let's try FlyCab, see how close that is. We're trying to find an initial approach fix that's capable of getting us in here, just in case of a lost comm situation. So FlyCab. That looks good to me. So yeah, so we'll fly that to FlyCab, and then we can fly the approach from there. Easy. Piece of cake. Dude, this is gonna be an awesome. I hope we get to fly this. This thing's gonna be freaking cool. In fact, even if we don't get to fly, I'm probably still gonna ask for it. All right. So let's do that route. Cool. Good. Fantastic. And boom. Boom. Definitely did not go off the runway. Full flaps, 15-degree crosswind, not a good choice. Flying until the rudder lost authority. Yeah, at some point, like, you have to start adding, because of X-Plane's ground phys, you have to start, like, adding differential braking and whatnot in. Dude, you should have taken the cross runway, Ian. Fly Purdue, it's good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, Pete. Cheers, buddy. Welcome aboard. What exotic locations are you at today? All right. That's VATSIM. I don't want to file on VATSIM. File on PilotEdge. Okay, that's not going to be the Ulsan. Ulsan's going to be Boise if we have to go to somewhere. Good. All set. Fantastic. File that. How's the weather out east? So far, so good, man. So far, so good. It's gonna get worse. We've definitely got some crap moving in, man. It's all VFR right now, but yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a little sketchy, I think. Probably get some actual time in during my lesson. Okay, so let's go here. Let's kill the music. Boom. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Hello to Fly Purdue. Good to have you here. They're in your computer rooms today. Well, dude, you should hop on PilotEdge. Come fly with us. I know you don't do PilotEdge, but you should do it anyway. Yeah, we're here in the A320. We're cruising, man. So we got the flight plan filed, ready to go for the next flight. We'll give them a call up here in just a moment once I load the people and the gas. So I'll come over here to ye ol' sim brief. We're looking for a block fuel of 7.6, basically the same loadout as last time, it seems. All right, so go to service, go to fuel, call the fuel truck, bring it up to 7.6. A little more for my good measure. Set that, remove that. Passenger count for this flight is going to be 136. Perfect. Cargo, we're looking for a zero fuel weight of 58.0. So perf data, current zero fuel weight is 59.7. So we need to remove 1.7 tons. So we are going to call the trucks, and we will set this number 7.0 minus 1.7. It sounds like it's about 5,300. Set. And then perf data 57.9 is close enough for me. That's 5.8. That's 58.0. So we got that loaded up. People loaded in. Fuel's loaded in. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. We'll call up ground.
Alpha Kilo. Direct to Ziren. Zulu India Romeo Alpha November. Direct to Zoomer. Zulu Oscar Oscar Mike Romeo. Direct FICAB. India Kilo Alpha Bravo.
Apparently we're getting a reroute.
Direct.
Couldn't describe the dreaded
Climb and
PE for a
maintain
bit. You should, man. It's fun.
Departure frequency
It's a good time.
121.1.
But I'm doing well, man. Yeah, the weather's been
7351.
beautiful out here this week. Actually, it's been absolutely gorgeous, man. Like we're hitting kind of the dry season.
Alright, cleared to Glacier Park via the Zelm 4 departure, radar vector Seattle VOR, and then Zadon, Zlac, Zraf, Zoomer, Fikar. 3000 initially, 121.1, and 7351 for the transponder.
November 75, November X-ray. Just confirm 2 fixes for me. After Zlac, it's Ziran, Zulu India Romeo Alpha November.
Okay.
And then after Zoomer, FICAB, Foxtrot India Kilo Alpha Bravo.
Okay.
Ziran, Z-I-R-A-N, and Fikar, F-I-K-A-R. Is that correct?
It's Foxtrot India Kilo Alpha Bravo.
How can I get rid of the cloud flickering on the ground? I don't know. Do I have the flickering?
November 75, November X-ray, reback correct.
I don't know if I've noticed or not.
Thank you.
All right, so let's grab ground here.
Seattle clearance, United 357, IFR to Glacier Park.
Oh boy.
United 350.
Coming in from other airports too.
21.6
is ground.
Correction, United 357 Seattle clearance cleared to the Glacier Park Airport in Seattle 6. Departure radar vectors to Zadon. Then that's filed, except after Zoomer direct. Maintain 9,000, squawk 2540.
Dang, driver, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard.
Seattle 6 departure, Zadon, and then radar vectors to Zadon, and then is filed after Zoomer direct. Climb maintain 9,000, squawk 2540. United 357.
United 357, radar correct.
Olympic ground, good evening. Guess what? Stockcom 717 IFR to IFR. Where the hell are we going?
Stockcom 717.
Glacier Park.
Olympia ground. Guess what? Full clearance. Rise ready to copy.
Ready to copy 717.
Stockcom 717 clear to Glacier Park Airport. Yelm 4 departure radar vectors to Seattle VOR. Direct to Zaydon. Direct ZLAC. Direct Zyran. Direct Zoomer. Direct FICAB. Maintain 3000. Squawk 2457. Let me know if you need any of those fixes.
Just need the transponder again.
2457.
Okay, clear to Glacier Park Airport. Yelm 4 departure radar vector Seattle. Zaydon. What's after Zaydon for 717? I can't read my writing.
Stockcom 717 after Zaydon at ZLAC Zulu Echo Lima Alpha Kilo, and then direct to Zulu India Romeo Alpha November, then direct to Zulu Oscar Oscar Mike Romeo direct FICAB direct.
All right, so that's from the top here. Glacier Park Airport. Yelms 4 departure radar vector Seattle. Zaydon, ZLAC, Zyram, Zoomer, FICAB. 3000 on departure. 2457. Stockcom 717.
Stockcom 717 read back correct.
I don't see what's wrong with my route. Just saying. All right, let's get this punched in here. KOLM procedure. Departure Yelm Ford. Yes. To Seattle. And then it's going to be Zaydon. Zelak. Zyram. Zoomer. Nope. Nope, not that. Nope, that's the wrong one. FICAB. KGPI. Okay. I'm going to say that one's wrong. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that one's probably incorrect. So where in the hell would that be? We're going to cheat. Zyran, not Zyram. Okay, got that. Delete. Prior to Zoomer. Insert before. Zyran. Uh-huh. Okay. Check. Check. All right, perfect. I love the car on my seat. I know he's hesitant. He's like, should I... Bill, should we keep on going underneath the plane? Yeah? All right, let's get out of here. He didn't say anything. Off he goes. That's it. That's an epic over there taking off. All right, so let's go to flight plan. Sorry, let's go to init here. Okay, so we're heading from KOLM. Excuse me. / K. Jesus, I'm not going to remember the name of this thing. GPI. Yelling like that, I just blew my voice out doing that. Hang on. Note to self, don't yell on the microphone. You might hurt your voice. And that's kind of important for what we're doing tonight. It's all right, though. I'll survive. We'll get through this together, guys. You, me, and my tears. Oh, dear God. Okay. Cost index is 8 for now, until we change it. Because we're not going to change it. 350 is the altitude we're going to. Ooh, what a flight plan. OLM departure. Plan for departing from runway 35. Yelm 4. Temporary flight plan. Insert that sucker right there. Come on down here. After manual is going to go C. S-E-A. After C is going to go... Zaydon. After Zaydon's going to go Zelak. After Zelak's going to go Ziran. Following the Ziran waypoint is a Zoomer. This is ridiculous, by the way. Just throwing that out there. It's not your fault, Jameson. I'm not calling you ridiculous. I'm just calling this whole flight plan ridiculous. Fly cab. Boom. Clear. Insert. Okay. So we're also going to plan for... Good Lord. What should we... I don't even know what we should plan for. I'm going to punch... Actually, I'm going to punch the approach in here. Because then that, we can use that for the VNAV too. So we're going to plan for... Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. We should have our plates in here. Glacier Park. Instrument approach procedure. RMP runway 20. And give me the airport diagram. Okay, RNAV RMP runway 20. That's you. We're going to go via FlyCab. Return. Temporary. Insert. So FlyCab to Kili. Kili to Owigvo. Rapoi, and then from there. So that gives us that gives us some altitudes to work with, just so we can get some VNAV stuff going. So that's perfect. Great. All right. So the init page, go left or go to the right. Sorry. Wait request. Good. Go to the perf page. VR 137, V2 141, V2 is going to be 136. Fantastic. We're going to go we're going to do flaps 2 again because it's another short runway. Perf data, we're looking for up 0.8 on the flaps, or on the trim position, I should say. That's that guy right there. Boop. Boop. 2/ up 0.8 there. We are not going to flex it. We'll put a temperature in anyway, just not to piss it off. We're going to go toga takeoff again on this one. That's good. Box is set. The initial altitude we'll clear to is 3,000 feet. Talk about the departure real quick while we're setting all this stuff up. The Yelms for departure says from runway 35, turn right heading 064. Easy. Either way, turn right 064. 64. Good, good, good. That's fantastic. And then 2457 on the squawk. So clear, clear. 2457. Checks there. Okay. Start engines on, get out of here. What do you say? Good, good, good. Seatbelt sign. Oops, seatbelt sign's on. Apparently I left all the lights on because that's how we roll. Okay, lights are set. Ignition off. Engine 1. I didn't wait long enough. Well, hang on. Let's try this again. Nope. Now it's pressurized. Now we can start the engine. There we go. King of the North, good to see you. Scare bus driver, good to see you, man. We got 2 scare buses here tonight. I'm not sure what to think of that. Hope you're doing well, man. I'm looking forward to meet you at Oshkosh. Oshkosh is going to be a blast. Okay, that's 1 good engine. Make it 2. I'm so stoked for Oshkosh. 100%. And that's 2 good engines. Okay. Go flaps 2. Arm that. Arm that. I think the brakes should be, we should be fine on the brakes now. Or with the, sorry, we should, yeah, the brakes should be okay. Yeah, temps will come down on those pretty good. And all slips flight controls. Left aileron. Right. That sound just scared the crap out of me. Full back, full forward. Right rudder, left rudder. Lead, master switch. All that can be auto. Taxi. Turn off. Good. Okay, so we are northeast FBO. We will have the weather momentarily. Suppose we can grab that now. Olympia weather, winds 27014, 10 mile visibility, scattered 6,500, 20 degrees Celsius, temperature 3012. 3012, good there, good there. Okay. Ground frequency here is going to be 121.6, which we've got, and tower is going to be 124.4. Great. Park brake off. Tap the brakes. Brakes are good.
And Olympia ground, Mitsubishi 75 November X-ray ready to taxi with you at the FBO, North FBO.
Let him go first. He's going to need to be out ahead of us.
75 November X-ray Olympia ground. Runway 17, taxi via Bravo.
Okay, so we're taking off a 17 now. Flight plan. Departure. 17, Yelm 4.
Runway 17 via Bravo.
That actually doesn't change anything. We still make the same turn. Let him go first. You should go first.
Seattle ground, United 357 with the weather is at the north ramp, ready to taxi.
Take it easy, Jameson. We'll see you later, buddy.
United 357 Seattle ground, runway 16 left, taxi via Bravo, Charlie.
I'm flying in commercially.
16 left, Bravo, Charlie, United 357.
I think he's having some problems getting his plane going. He's going suspicious. He's suspiciously moving in the wrong direction. There it goes. Hey, he got his plane taxiing. No, I'm flying southwest into Milwaukee. I can't afford to fly out there this year, I should say. I can't afford to fly out there with one of the club planes. Not really sure what he's doing. You can do it. I have faith. Oh god, he's not taking off right there, is he? He's struggling to taxi a little bit. PE's got some more controls, yeah. Super C, good to see you. Matt 1997 Air, good to see you. Vegas was fantastic. We had a really good time. OlympiaGround.com 717's Northeast FBO with the weather for taxi.
.com 717 Olympia ground, runway 17, taxi via Bravo.
17 via Bravo, .com 717. He's having some struggles there trying to taxi the airplane.
Olympia ground, Sun Country 720, terminal taxi.
Country 720 Olympia ground, advise you have the weather, runway 17, taxi via Whiskey Bravo.
Whiskey Bravo.
How many hours from Boston to Oshkosh? General aviation would be... Oh my gosh. Standby. Let's see, tower. 24.4, departures on the chart. Which is...
Olympia Tower, 75
21-1.
November X-ray, holding at Bravo 17, ready to depart.
Okay.
November 75 November X-ray Olympia Tower, runway 17, clear for takeoff, wind 260 at 14.
Clear for takeoff 17, 75 November X-ray.
So it is 776 miles as the crow flies. In the 172, that would take 6 hours, but we can't go as the crow flies. So it'd be about an 8 to 9 hour flight is what it would end up being. I don't know. We can do the flight plan later once we're up in the air. Figure out, because I've done it a couple times. Olympia Tower, .com 717, short 17 Bravo.
.com 717 Olympia Tower, roger, hold short runway 17.
Hold short runway 17, .com 717. Yeah, so it'd be probably 10 hours all said and done, like when you accounted for stops and everything else, each way. And that'd be in a 172. So if we did it in a 182, it'd obviously be a little faster. Oh, we got some time here. Let's take you down to, I don't know, Cleveland.
November 75 November X-ray, contact departure.
Over to departure, 75 November X-ray.
And midway after that, maybe.
Seattle Tower, American 1882 Heavy, holding short runway 16 left to Charlie, ready for departure.
American 1882 Heavy.
That'd pretty much be a flight plan you could do. So it'd be 900 miles.
Wind variable at
900 miles is about what you'd be looking at. So that's 7 hours, 43 minutes without stops in a 172. In 6453 Hotel, that's so 6 hours and 45 minutes in a 182. And that's with the current headwinds and whatnot. They're averaging 3 knots. So it's a lot of flying, no matter how you look at it. It'd be awesome to do that, and I want to do it someday, but that would be roughly, that'd be close to $2,000 that I'd be spending on flying expenses. Tristan T, I'll go to see you, man. Got my first flight to Piper Cherokee 140 tomorrow. Nice, dude.
Taxi via
have fun.
Alpha.
18, 20-hour round trip. Yep.
Alpha for runway 16 right, Allegiant 431.
November 75 November X-ray, radar contact 3 miles east of Olympia. The altitude.
900 miles doesn't get you to the next city here. Fair enough.
November 75 November X-ray, climbing.
We're pretty. Cities are pretty close around here. Like I'm less than an hour. Or I'm probably about an hour 15 flight from New York City, where I'm at right now, and I live right next to Boston. So yeah, they're
November 5 November X-ray,
a little more condensed out here.
.com 717, runway 17, clear for takeoff, wind 260 at 14.
Clear for takeoff from a 17, .com 717. Key on departure, 064.
Approaching 17.
Clear right, clear left, lights, camera, and we'll do action in just a second here. Flaps, speed brakes, auto brakes, clock. How do I reset the clock? Reset.
On runway 17.
Clock won't reset. Well, I suppose there's worse problems that you could have. All right, 17, here we go.
American 1882 Heavy, contact departure.
Departure
Pull 'em up.
American 1882.
Brakes down, everything's green. Oh, crap. Actually, wait, hang on. Take off the big test. Now it's all green. Airspeed live, 100 knots.
Turn left heading 060.
V1 rotate.
Seattle Tower, United 357 at 16 left, ready for departure.
Positive rate gear.
United 357 Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. Wind variable at 4, caution of turbulence for preceding 787.
Roger that, 16 left, clear for takeoff, United 357.
.com 717, contact Seattle departure.
Departure 717.
Olympia Tower, Sun Country 720, 17 Bravo, ready for departure.
Sun Country 720, Olympia Tower, runway 17, clear for takeoff, wind 260 at 14.
So departure.com 717, 2,500, climbing 3,000.
.com 717, Seattle departure radar contact, flight heading 010, climb and maintain 15,000.
010, 15,000, .com 717.
November 75, November X-ray, clear direct Seattle.
Clear direct Seattle, 75 November X-ray.
Okay, after takeoff, gear up, lights are out. Flaps are in, indicated. Speed brakes off, auto brakes off. Oops, lights are now set.
280 at 12. American 18,
that was sporty.
clear direct Zaran.
Are you going to get to see it? Action is basically all your stuff. So for me in this plane, action is going to be flaps, speed brakes, park brake, auto brake, and any other miscellaneous configuration stuff to glance at. Like I forgot to set the trim. Actually, that was one thing where I screwed up. But like in the you know in like the Cessna 172, it's going to be mixture, flaps, fuel, make sure it's on both.
Sun Country 720,
switches and all that stuff, make sure they're set.
15,000.
Yeah, we'll do a meetup or something in Oshkosh. I'm not even in Oshkosh mode just yet, but there will be plenty of shenanigans, trust me.
Country 720, when able to check the frequency.
I will be there all weekend, or all week. I gotta find out what my schedule is with PilotEdge and what I'm gonna be doing too. So
American 18,
until I know that, I really can't do a whole lot of planning on stuff. But there's really there's nothing for us to do except, you know, sit around at somebody's tent or RV and just drink beers. I think. Alkanub, welcome aboard. Good to see you.
United 357, Russian problem.
There's the MU2.
Sun Country 720, turn left heading 360.
360, Sun Country 720. And can you say that frequency first one more time?
Sun Country 721, 20.4, 2040.
The Victory that took off is going VFR. He's listening on guard. Smart Ian.
Sun Country 720, thank you. Flight heading 360, climb and maintain 15,000.
10,000 feet. Do lights.
November 75, November X-ray, change to my frequency 120.4.
Your frequency 120.4, 75 November X-ray.
American 1882, contact Seattle Center 126.6. .com 717, clear direct Zadan.
PilotEdge Addons, is that the Delta 7 or .com 717? I don't know. I think he said Zadon, so.
1882, Seattle Center,
Actually, I know he said Zadon. I just wasn't sure like which fix it was. Like I wasn't totally sure which fix he said. We figured it out though. All of us together, we did this. German PPL training, what sorts of things did I have to either unlearn or work on stick and rudder skills-wise? I mean, I over-controlled. The biggest problem I had from the sim is I over-controlled everything. As soon as I learned to stop over-controlling, which I still struggle with today, I had a much easier time flying the airplane. Still broke the clock. Oh, there it finally went. All right, well, we're a few minutes behind, but that's fine. Holy crap.
Flight level 190.
Yeah, flying there from Boston would be cool. Like doing it not commercially. Like doing it in a GA plane, but yeah. I know our 172's heading out there.
Retard.
I don't actually know if the Warrior's going out yet. Or not the Warrior, the 182's going out. So excuse me, let's see here. July. Oshkosh. There's the 172. The one, okay. No, actually the Warrior's booked for something else. And the 182 is not going yet. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody takes the 182 though.
.com 717, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
126.6, .com 717.
Sun Country 720, clear direct Zadan, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
26.6. Yeah. Seattle Center .com 717, 15,000.
.com 717, Seattle Center, climb and maintain, flight level 230.
Climb and maintain, flight level 230, .com 717.
Sun Country 720, say again, you lost. Thanks. United 357, contact Seattle departure. American 1882, contact Seattle Center 125.
Jason, Mr. Justin, thank you very much for 18 months of support, my friend. So nice to be able to sit and enjoy a catstrator stream on a Friday night again like a proper bachelor. Good to hear, buddy. Cheers to you. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you at Flight Sim Expo, even though we didn't get to chat that much. Yeah, it counts minutes and hours.
United 357, roger, no problem. Consider cancel.
Let's turn it down a touch there.
Sun Country 720, Seattle Center, climb and maintain, flight level 230.
Jeez, I almost spilled the rest of my beer over there. That would have been awful. I mean, there's not that much left, but it still could have done some damage. Scared the crap out of me.
American 1882, Seattle Center, climb and maintain,
saw my life flash before my eyes. What would be an example of over-controlling? I mean, if you're if you're over-controlling, your instructor will tell you. Instead of making, you know, small adjustments on the flare and whatnot, for example, you're making big adjustments and you're ballooning and you're up and you're down and you're left and you're right, and you're jerking the controls around and this and that. Like, you should just be, everything should be a nice smooth motion. And that was something that I had to, like, that's something that I wasn't doing in the sim. Next year we'll hire somebody to take my place in the booth. Proper gentleman does during the draft. Yeah, right. I was super busy, man. Like, it was a crazy event. I was pretty much non-stop the whole time. What beer am I drinking tonight? Poker 2012 Chew, good to see you, man. I'm drinking a double IPA from Trillium. It's called Dialed In. It's a double IPA that's made with grape, like wine. They had Chardonnay grapes, I think, to these. It's pretty good. Any beers I want to try here in Wisconsin? I know nothing about Wisconsin beers. So if you've got some Wisconsin beers that are good and worth trying, then by all means, let's fire them up and give them a shot. But I know zip about beers out there.
Legend 431, Oakland Center, good evening. Climb and maintain, flight level 310.
Yeah, we can do cabin tour. We'll do a cabin tour once we're on the next frequency.
717, contact Seattle Center 125.1.
125.1, DOTCOM 717.
Sun Country 720, contact Seattle Center, 125.1.
125.1.
25.1. Seattle Center, DOTCOM 717, 50192, climbing 50230.
DOTCOM 717, Seattle Center, climb and maintain, flight level 350.
Climb maintain, flight level 350, DOTCOM 717.
Seattle Center, Sun Country 720, 200 for 230.
Sun Country 720, Seattle Center, climb and maintain, flight level 390.
So we can turn him down for a little bit because I think we're on that frequency for a very long time now. We'll see about scenery loads and CSL loads and whatever else is going on. Killing this sim right now. Let's see. Unlock the door. Door's unlocked. Can we just go through it? Oh yeah, we can. Cabin. I don't know if they've done any work to this or not. It looks okay. It's nothing special. Yeah. I don't think the bathrooms are modeled, are they? They put a wall there so you can't go through and check. I'm gonna say there is no potty. There is no potty like a West Coast potty. There you go. We had mountains briefly.
Mitsubishi 5 November X-ray, climb and maintain.
Have you guys totally good to see, man? Is your wife from Portugal, right? Do you know any Portuguese? My wife's family is from Portugal. So my wife's family is from the Azores. My wife is full-blooded Portuguese, but she's born and raised here in the United States. The Portuguese words I know, I can ask for another beer. I think it's cerveja mais. I can ask, I can say underwear. I can say the derogatory term that refers to lady parts. And that's pretty much it. I don't know a lot of Portuguese. I can say hello, I can say goodbye. That's about it. Everybody's going GPI, right? Yeah, I haven't. I need to. I'm gonna have to learn Portuguese. Like that's certainly on my short list of things to do. With my child on the way and my wife speaking Portuguese and whatnot, like I don't want to be outnumbered and unable to talk. So at some point I will probably have to learn Portuguese, if anything, with the oncoming child. Another beer, yeah. I'll have another beer later. I'm good for now. Yeah, that's all you really need, right? Beer. Another beer, please. That's it. Honestly, if you just, again, I've found that all I have to do is I have to point at the beer, wave a couple of euros around, and they get the idea. Like, they figure out, hey, you know what? That guy wants a beer. Especially when I've been ordering beers all night. I bought a case of beer one time. We were at a festival on the island, and we were buying rounds, and buying rounds literally meant we went up to the thing and we said, I want a case of beer. Huh? 2.5. 2.5. Or 10, or like whatever the number happened to be for the case of beer. Huh? I point. I say 2.5. Oh. He give me the whole thing. I give him the $25. I give him a $5 tip on there, or a €5 tip. And off we go. Whatever it came out to. I can't remember if it was 10, 20, or 25. But our group of people was, they loved us that night. They absolutely loved us because we just kept buying cases of beer at a time. And by beer, like we're talking like 20 centiliter bottles, okay? And it's the beer is called Sage.
As filed, maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 320, 5 minutes after departure.
Yes. Oh yes. This stuff is awful. It's so bad.
Hold for release.
But it's what we drink when we go over there. Yeah, you get the 20 centiliter bottles. It's like you're €1 and they don't do anything to you. You can drink, like I think I drank 20 of them in one night and I was fine. Like they didn't affect me at all. It was a good time.
Back correct. Advise when ready for departure.
My instructor said I don't use rudder enough. I think that's definitely a habit that you have to learn being in the plane. Yeah. My problem with rudder is I learned to fly on a plane that didn't require much rudder, the Piper Cherokee. So when I go into something like a Cessna, like a 172 or a 182 that requires a ton of rudder, I sometimes I forget. Yes, we are expecting. My wife is due in November. I don't know what it is yet. I will find out. Actually, I find out next week the gender of the baby, or at least I should. Everyone in my house speaks English, and I'm still outnumbered. Learning Portuguese won't help you there. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Our crappy national beer is called Almaza. Avgas Kool-Aid, where are you from, man? What is Almaza? When was the last time I flew to Palm Springs and Expo? I have no idea. No clue. Oh, that's top of climb. There's top of drop. Okay. I'm like, top of drop seems like it's really far out, but yeah. Had a second kid 3 weeks ago, and it's a boy. Congratulations. Didn't know we were having the whole time. Well, we want to find out. So we don't want it to be a surprise. Because neither my wife nor I like surprises. This whole child thing was very much planned, trust me. Syria. I would not think to go to Syria for beer. Yes, me. Let's get perf data mocks and all that stuff. So we're Mach 0.78 if he asks. Lebanese, Syria and Lebanon. I would not expect to find beer out there, like good beer.
.com 717 once at cruise. What will be your Mach number?
Mach 0.78. .com 717.
.com 717. Thank you. Maintain Mach 0.78 or greater when able.
0.78 or greater when able. .com 717.
Sun Country 720, do not exceed Mach 0.78.
Yeah. What do you like when it comes to beer? I drink pretty much anything. I'm not a fan of fruit beers, and I'm not a fan of sour beers. Other than that, I drink basically anything. I really like stouts. I really like porters. I really like Hefeweizens, like sort of weedy summer beers. I'm not a big fan of hoppy beers, but I will drink them. And I think that about covers it. Yeah, so I was in Tunisia several years ago, and I went out there assuming that I wouldn't be able to find a drink anywhere, and I was pleasantly surprised when I found out that the local Tunisian wine was incredible. Like, apparently it's one of their main exports coming out of there, even though it's like it's a Muslim country. You think not a lot of beer, or not a lot of alcohol, I should say, this and that, but they're like the wine that they made there was fantastic. I don't think we can find any of it out here. But yeah, I was super surprised by that. I couldn't find beer though. Like I couldn't find Tunisian beer anywhere, which was a bit disappointing.
132.2, squawk 1716.
Stream title should be the gender of my child. We'll see. Almaz Beirut. Don't want to bring anything you'd rather not drink. No, I appreciate it, man. My two favorite beers are Free and Free Light. Yeah, Ernie, I guess a beer that you don't pay for is often better than a beer that you do pay for, right? I'm okay with that. I got you there. The place that we stayed in Vegas, or that I stayed at in Vegas, the casino next door, they brewed their own beer, and the beers were $2.50 for a 20-ounce beer. So we were just cranking through 250 beers all weekend long in Las Vegas. It was awesome. I made a really good choice about where I stayed. Tunisia, that's Luke Skywalker's home planet. That it is. Have you had any alt-style Dusseldorf beers? I have probably had them, but I wouldn't know. Like, I wouldn't know any of them in particular. Was that at the Flamingo? No, it was not. I was a block off the strip from the Flamingo. I was like right behind Paris. Picked up the 748i based on your YouTube video. Thanks. Could not be happier. Awesome, dude. Steve, good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you enjoy it. A lot of people are down on that SSG 747, but I enjoy flying it. Like I don't think it's a bad airplane. I've certainly got my time and money's worth out of that thing. They have that Vegas brewery, but all the Vegas beers I had were terrible. Yeah, I wouldn't consider them. I wouldn't consider them amazing beers.
Mitsubishi 751x with Fatal Center, thank you.
I would not consider them amazing beers, but they weren't terrible either. They were pretty okay. I've certainly had worse beers, put it that way. Yeah, $2.50 beers in Vegas, and the place had good food too. Like the food was awesome there. It was a really good. Like it was a total crapshoot. I picked it because it was cheap. I picked it because like I did not want to stay at the venue hotel. I wanted to be close enough that I could walk. This thing met all my criteria, and I was like, all right, well, we'll give it a shot. And it ended up being a pretty nice, like a pretty decent hotel. And the casino and the beers were just fantastic. The food was really good. The beers were good. We just had a really good time there. Have I booked a hotel for Oshkosh? I'm staying as part of PilotEdge's thing, so my room is all taken care of. I don't know where we're what we're doing, where we're staying, or anything like that. I just know that it's all set. All I have to do is get there. Did you find Big Bad Baptista beer? I have not found it yet, Dogo. I've been looking for it, but I haven't been able to find it yet. Did I do any buffets? Negative. I stayed away from the buffets. I was not feeling buffet food at all while I was there. I think I did Starbucks for breakfast a couple days, and then lunch was just like I ate lunch with people, so I was always like out doing stuff. I had lunch with a support. I had lunch with a fan of the channel on Saturday, and I had lunch with Fly Purdue and his crew on Sunday. And then outside of that, we were just, wherever we happened to be. I've done lots of the buffets though. Like Aria was my favorite buffet the last time that I went, but I've done all the buffets on the south side of the strip, and I've done a couple of them on the north side of the strip. All right. 336, we got 1,500 to go, 1,400 to go. Almost there. Yeah. It's a good view. Not bad. Even as an Arab, I still prefer Indian food. Oh man, I can't do Indian food. It upsets my wife that I won't do Indian food, but I really can't do Indian food. It's just not for me. Milwaukee Brewer, a nice place to go tour. I won't have any time. I won't have any time in Milwaukee. I've got an hour and a half from the time I land to the time I need to pick up my bus, and then coming back, I'm not going to get back in Milwaukee until like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. And my flight leaves at like 6 or 7 a.m. So my Milwaukee time is non-existent. It's all about my Milwaukee time is all about Kiwi. You did it, man. You did it. Is all about Oshkosh. King MB6, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Now the question is, how many people are going to click that link? And when you click it, are you going to laugh your ass off? Scarebus, I see your message. Scarebus, I'll get back to you later. Oh man, 22 clicks on it. Suckers. Flyboy F-117 will look for you, man. Absolutely.
November 83 to Papa Whiskey, Rain Tower, runway 12, cleared for takeoff, wind 030.
Epic. Here comes Cruise. We'll go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign off.
November to Papa Whiskey, let cross and departure approved.
Boy, we basically climbed this thing to the limits of what it can do. What is it saying for the does it give you an optimal? No, that's the Boeing that gives you the optimal. All right. Oh, welcome to Cruise, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there's literally nothing to see.
Vietnam 27 Echo, red contact 8 miles east of Phoenix VOR.
Try this sweet livery.
Phoenix, climbing maintain. Flight level 210.
Assassin, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday.
Sun Country 720, reduce speed to Mach 0.75.
Sorcerer Dave, how you doing, Toby? Happy Friday, buddy. What have you missed? You missed the first flight and half the second flight. Nothing important, really. Just a bunch of you know, the usual nonsense. Far less fun than you painting your little action figures all day. That's for sure. I had you on for I had your stream on for an embarrassingly long amount of time, Dave. It's good stuff. I enjoyed it. Ian Servant's watching the full video. Dude, the video's awesome, man. Like, that video is so good. Exclamation point Space Force if you're curious. Dave, you might like this one. Oh crap. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a week. So let's see here. What did I just watch? If you're tuning in after the fact on YouTube, I'll link it in the description. Bid in description. If you're tuning in on YouTube and you're at this point listening, go watch the video that I'm going to link in the description and let me know how ridiculous you think it is. Oh crap. Anyway, so on Saturday, Max and I did some flying. We flew up to we flew the Cirrus up to Lake Placid, New York. And what a cool airport that is. So, Lake Placid, home of, I found that the 1980 Olympic Games. It's up over here. So the thing you'll notice about Lake Placid is it's surrounded on the east here by mountains, and we were coming in from the east. So we flew the GPS Alpha approach, which starts at Kempe, goes Kempe, Hedak, and then comes in kind of like this. You'll note the 4,100 foot peak here, the 4,700 foot peak here at Giant Mountain, and so on and so forth. So coming in there, you start off at 6,900 feet to Hedux, and then you have a 7-degree glide slope, or 7.92 degree glide slope. It takes you all the way down to the runway. It was pretty cool. It was like, we were fully configured by the time we got to Selvu, in Max's plane. And so down we went, until we got down to good old Lake Placid. That was cool though. That was a really neat approach. I'm doing some instrument time in Max's plane. So I flew that whole thing under the hood. We got a bunch of video too, so I think we're gonna try to put something together with that later. And yeah, and then coming out of there, we flew back, and that was that. So got some time in then. I also did an instrument flight with my instructor on Monday or Tuesday, I think it was. It might have been Tuesday. I don't remember which day it was. Put some more time in the 182, did 2 hours total, did 1.7 under the hood. And we got ourselves tossed. Absolutely tossed all over the place. Good practice though. Did two approaches at Portland, Maine, did an approach into Sanford, Maine, did an approach in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and we did an approach coming into Beverly, Massachusetts. So we did some pretty sizable approaches and whatnot coming in there. I think my brain cells just died. 1932 Olympics too. There you go. Okay. Off Quebec, Romy, good to see you, man. Aircraft Mr. X's airport's not showing up for me. Make sure you got the make sure you got his expansion, like his scenery pack installed too. Catch the photo wheel while we still can. We didn't go see the rink up there. We unless you're reporting like the bowl in the airport and whatnot. We didn't really do any sightseeing. We flew up there, grabbed a quick bite to eat. I grabbed a couple growlers of beer, and then we flew back. I didn't have a ton of time because both Max and I had obligations in the evening. Am I still running stock weather? I'm using FS Global Real Weather to generate the weather, and I'm running stock textures for the clouds. Have not changed. Do you have to manually control the throttle and steer to 200 the whole flight? Yes, sir. There is no auto throttle. The nice thing about approaches to Portsmouth is you can do 3 touch and goes before you run out of runway. Yeah, I know, man. We tried to, so we wanted to do the PAR approach. We wanted to do the PAR approach going in there, but the radar was out of service. So we ended up just doing an ILS approach. But yeah, I mean, Portsmouth is, I've done a lot of touch and goes in Portsmouth for one reason or another, because it was very, very close to my home airport when I was learning to fly. So it was one of the airports I could fly to whenever I wanted to. And yeah, it's like a 2-mile long runway. They run KC-135s out of there. Like you pretty much always see KC-135s that are doing touch and goes and whatnot. It's pretty bonkers. All right, so we got top of drop coming up here fairly soon. 69 miles. About 7-8 minutes. So let's grab the weather. And we'll go from there. Okay, Glacier Park International Airport weather.
32.6, American 1882.
Altimeter 29.85. Temperature is 23. Winds are 350 at 7.
American 1882, Seattle Center descended pilot discretion. Maintain 13,000.
Good there.
Altimeter 2990.
The MDA for this approach that we're planning for is going to be 3,344 feet.
.com 717, descended pilot discretion. Maintain flight level 240.
Level 240, pilot discretion. .com 717.
Sun country 720, descended pilot discretion.
PD 240. Okay.
Pilot discretion down 240, Sun country 720.
Okay, good. Fantastic. Oh no, I did not go see the ice rink. I want to take my wife up there and do some sightseeing and whatnot. So I will certainly go back there. Like one of the reasons why I went to Lake Placid is so I knew how to get in there, because Max has flown in there a few times, but it's definitely a little bit sketchy flying in there from the east. My FMS data is out of date. I cannot update it without ending my flight. I already have clearance. If you're yes, well, yeah, I think you can, like, if you're in this plane, I think there's a way you can force the FMC to reload nav data. Depending on the airplane, like some of the airplanes have the option to reload nav data. I don't. It varies, but I'm relatively certain this plane can. HQ0, good to see, man. What are the best DLCs to buy to make the graphics better? For X-Plane 11, there's not really much that you can buy to make it look better. There's a lot of freeware stuff. Look at the Ortho for XP. Look into some of the cloud texture replacement stuff that's on the org and whatnot. But as far as buying stuff, like you can buy airport sceneries, you can buy airplanes, things like that. I guess that's what you're looking for.
Eclipse 9 Victor Bravo, thank you. Do you have a preference runway 1216 for departure? Eclipse 9 Victor Bravo, runway 16.
I would not buy your DLCs and whatnot through Steam. If you're an FSX, that's like definitely don't buy DLCs through Steam. You can get away with it. This is not FSX, by the way. We're flying X-Plane 11. I'm lying and calling it FSX because we all do that here. Welcome aboard, by the way. Happy Friday. It's good to see HQ0. Love Lake Placid, great little town. Even did a couple of triathlons there. Oh, that's right. They do a lot of that kind of stuff up there, don't they? It's a neat, like it seemed like a neat area. We didn't leave the airport area, but like flying in, flying around there and whatnot, like it looked cool.
American 1882, contact Salt Lake Center. 128.72.
The whole ordeal with the giant crocs puts me off. Fair enough.
3225.
Steam sucks 6 ways to Sunday. I like Steam, but I wouldn't buy a flight sim through Steam personally. But at the same time, like right now, it's like 35% off. So it'd be tough to not Like, if you're looking to save a few bucks in a flight sim, like, that's an easy thing to do, is to buy it there.
American 1892, Salt Lake Center.
Ever had the FMC not follow the flight plan and won't let you just delete the discontinuity? That does not ring a bell, Torbs. I'm sorry.
2985.
I'm sure I've had that problem, but I don't know the solution or what to tell you for that. X-Plane 11 on Steam at all the add-ons in the org story. That's what I did with 10. Because at the time with 10, they didn't have digital distribution. I owned the North American regional version of 10, and then eventually bought the, eventually I bought the global version on Steam. Oh god. Some of the guys are making jokes. I can't share them with you, but rest assured they're funny. Yeah, Steam's pretty okay. I do remember Steam being a big pile of crap though back in the day. Like there was definitely a time when it first came out when people hated it. I was never a Counter-Strike or a Half-Life person, so I didn't actually get a Steam account until like 06 or 07, I think. It took me a while.
American 1981 able to see direct the Smith Lake NDB, vector for approach.
Boo 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 boo.
American 92 at the Smith Lake NDB, that's Sierra Alpha Kilo.
Do 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 do. Just getting some getting the approach and whatnot set up here. Showed a ground speed of 296. I feel like such a peasant. Yeah, dude. If I were you, I would have taken off from like Yakima or something. Then you would have been a lot closer to keeping up with us. But you're not too far back there. Like you're gonna be 15-20 minutes back, I think. Like there's gonna be some sequencing and whatnot. I think to get all four of us in there anyway. Or well, 3 of us that are on instruments, then Ian. But what am I showing here? I'm showing 17 minutes en route. Art Tataran, good to see you, Ron. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. BGM 2121, good to see you, man. What's new? Nothing, man. We're flying. We're back in the Airbus. I was looking at my recent flights and whatnot. Realized I hadn't done the Airbus on the stream since like February. So I don't think I've done the Airbus on the stream since the Blue Sky Star sound pack came out. So here we are. McTrine, good to see you. Maybe you'll answer, if I buy Aerosoft scenery on the Steam sale, will it work with a non-Steam X-Play installation? It should, but I don't know. I don't know how that. I really don't know how that works. You may not even be able to buy the DLC without owning the sim through Steam. So that's McTrine. I honestly have no idea. You might reach out to Aerosoft and see if they would know. Cold Prophet says, how's the instrument training going? 17 and a half hours. So we're plodding along here. So we could do. I'll pull you up. Go to logbook. Yeah, so I've done 6.5 hours in the last week.
Still on ground frequency.
Big long flight with Max. Big long flight there.
Retard.
Luke Luke quadruple 3. Thank you very much for 2 months support. Cheers to you, buddy. My last little sip of beer here. Thanks, Luke. I do appreciate it, man. Or L-U-U-K. Oh no, I think oh crap, I passed top of descent. Ha! Ha ha! Uh-oh. 240. Down we go. Okay, so we need that. So we can catch. I don't think we're too far past it. Let's see here. So I almost have my PIC cross country. I've got just 3.5 more hours to go there. I have 17.5 of my 40 hours simulated instrument. So that's the big one. That's the big tough one to get. So that's coming up. I should have that no problem by the end of the summer. Just cranking through hours, man. That's all it is at this point. Just putting down some time. Normal speed, 717. Okay, there we're catching up on the VNAV path. Put him back in. I'm sure no airline pilot has ever done that before. Ever. My Aerosoft Anchorage works and gets updated in my 11, but only got the X-Plane 10 version from Steam. Nice. Just passed my CFI ride. I'm so tired, so it's great to just chill and watch. It's good to have you here, man. Yeah, I'm thinking like CFI is probably a long-term thing for me, but it's not going to happen anytime soon.
American 18
I want to get I'll get my instrument rating, and that's it. Just do a wing over, right? Aerosoft Anchorage is really accurate. Maybe I should get that then. Building time, man. We're just burning hours. Burning hours with Max. Burning hours with my instructor. Burning hours on my own. Just doing it whenever I can. I'm already tired of wearing the foggles, man. I'm so sick of those things. So sick of the foggles. But we'll get through it, man. Like it's all sort of the rite of passage thing, I guess. Don't have a choice. Oh, sorry, I left that up. I heard joining EAA can help with the high cost of getting a pilot's license. Is that true? I don't know how they would help. Pilot's license, like getting your license is renting airplanes, man. Renting airplanes, paying for instructor fees, and there's really no way around that. Like, there's a certain amount of money that you can save by going to schools out in the middle of nowhere, but for the most part, you're going to be paying what you're paying. My area, you're going to be paying $140 an hour for a 172 or more. And then it goes up from there. So, like, EAA is not really going to get you much of a discount on any of that kind of stuff.
.com 717, contact Salt Lake City Center, 132.25.
3225.com 717. Salt Lake City Center.com 717, flight level 280, descending flight level 240.
.com 717, Salt Lake City Center, roger, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 13,000. Glacier altimeter 2985.
PD 13,2985.com 717.
Sun Country 720, do not exceed present speed.
Okay, 13,085 on the altimeter. Once we get down there.
Sun Country 720, do not exceed present speed.
Everybody flew the F&O, you're the one not using it. Yeah. I was using Tom Curtis's scenery, I think, up there. Or actually, there might have been a Mr. X doing that anchorage. I can't remember. Buying a Cessna 152 can get you there cheaper or cost you 20G in overhauls. Yep. Do you have your multi-engine certificate? I do not. Training in IFR. Are there any weather limits you have to comply with being only a student still? I cannot fly in IFR conditions. I legally cannot fly in IFR conditions unless I have an instructor with me, or I have a safety pilot with me who is rated for IFR, who is willing to essentially lend his certificate. But when I'm up there doing my training and whatnot, like all of my simulated instrument training, I either have to have a safety pilot with me, or I have to have an instructor with me. I can't put the foggles on when I'm by myself because that's illegal and dangerous. There's no Mr. X up there. Okay, it must be Tom Curtis then.
1882, turn left heading 050 on localizer.
Hey, it's Keith.
Left heading 050 on localizer,
streaming?
American 1882.
Yeah, we get Keith very often. There's no stream.
Reckon 1882, 8 from Jolek, maintain 9,000 until the
Oh, you know what?
Clear ILS runway 2 approach.
I think Keith came in to provide some relief.
Maintain 9,000 until established on localizer.
For this particular run in.
American 1882.
Yeah. All right. So he's putting ILS 2. I don't want ILS 2. I want the RMP 20. Variable 6 gusting 15. I'm still gonna ask for 20. Kiwi, honestly, good to see you, man. What'd you miss? You missed the first flight and a half. We're coming into Glacier Park right now. It's like say center.com 717. Any chance we can put the request in for the RMP 20?
.com 717, Roger. You can expect that.
717, thanks. It's good to see you.
Welcome aboard.
Happy Friday. I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for it. Alright, so after fight cap, we're supposed to be direct to the airport, but that's more or less
Victor Bravo,
to
hello,
Killy.
runway tree 4, taxi via Bravo and Alpha.
Nose gear failure hype. Oh god. Flight Produce this. How's the bus treating you? Dude, I love this airplane. I think it's fantastic. I obviously don't know the bus as well as you do, Pete, but for what I want out of an airplane, like this thing is perfect. I really, really love flying this thing. I am with you now. Good to have you here. I don't know if they can fail the nose gear on this particular airplane. They're doing so much of the flight model and so much of the stuff outside of the normal X-plane thing. Loud. I don't know like what he's capable of failing, if anything. I'm sure he's tried. Joe Manzensky, good. I think I said hello to you, Joe, but if I didn't, hello again. It sounds like a challenge, yeah, right? Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, so we need to go flight plan after FICAB K. Oh, excuse me.
Com 717. Can't quite clear you for the approach yet. There's someone else on the approach, but after FICAB, proceed direct Killy.
Okay, after FICAB direct to Killy, .com 717.
Sun Country 720, contact Salt Lake City Center 132.25.
Okay, let's do our approach briefing here. Talk about what we're doing. We're going to do the RNAV RMP runway 20 into Glacier Park Airport. It's going to be an approach course. Final approach course 200. 9,007 feet available to us for the, 9,007 feet available to us for the landing. Airport elevation is going to be 2,977 feet. Glacier Park Tower is going to be 124.55. So we can tune that in right now. Get it ready to go. 2455.
Sun Country 720 ready to go.
We are currently
Sun Country 720 cleared to the FICAB waypoints. Hold southwest.
Oh no. Oh no, he just got a hold.
0226.
Okay, so the FICAB intersection we're doing direct to Killy right now. After Killy, we're going to fly in from there. Killy, Quigvo. Rapoi. Rapoi is below 230 knots, which shouldn't be an issue for us. And then crank it all the way around. Final approach fix is going to be at the I-Day intersection. So we're planning on crossing the I-Day intersection at 5,700 feet. Bring it in on the...
Sun Country 720, read that correct.
Bring it in on the VNAV and all that crap.
Instead of 1 minute lengths.
5 mile length.
So in the event of a missed approach, we're going to climb to 10,000 feet on the 200 track, go to the KOTH intersection.
17, descend and maintain 10,000.
10,000.com 717.
Sun Country 720.
Altimeter setting.
Normal speed, Sun Country
Yeah.
720.
2985. In the event of a missed approach, climb 10,000 feet on the 200 track, the KOTH intersection, make a left turn to the Daughtry intersection. And we will then hold at Daughtry.
17, expect no delays prior to Quigbo.
No delays prior to Quigbo, 717. Okay, I don't know what that means, but we're going to go with it. All right, and yeah, that's basically an approach brief. It's good enough. Let's get this thing set up here. Okay. Oh, I think no delays means like you can expect to be able to jump in there. All right, so let's go to perf. We're gonna put the approach phase in, start to get that speed back.
American 1882 radar services terminated. Contact Glacier Tower.
Glacier Tower, American 1882.
We'll put some speed brake in to get that speed back.
Center, Sun Country 720. You're deleting the holding speed restriction, correct?
We'll plan to drop the flaps here at Quigbo. Intermediate fix.
Alright, we'll hold at 265, Sun Country 720. Can we get a descent, or you still want us here?
Sun Country 720, descend and maintain 10,000.
10,000, Sun Country 720.
He gets to hold because I want to have a fun approach.
Sun Country 720. Actually, since you're going to be at 20, you'll be high anyway. Did you want something higher than 10,000? You happy with 10?
Whatever you want to give me, Sun Country 720.
Sun Country 720, descend, let's discretion, maintain 10,000.
10,000, Sun Country 20.
Gotta pay attention here. I know we got one plane that's coming in to ILS runway 2.
American 1882, Glacier Tower, hello there, wind tree 50 at 7, runway 2, clear to line.
Cool. It's a goofy ass looking approach. I know, it looks awesome. I love these RNAV approaches, man. They're so much fun.
Now 465, Jackson ground on request, stand by.
Alright, speed's creeping back up.
The one Tango Sierra, Richard.
Let's pull you back. Pull you back, we'll get flaps 1.
17 after Killy, proceed direct Quigbo, cross Quigbo, at above 9,000, cleared RNAV. Runway 20 approach.
After Killy, direct Quigbo, cross Quigbo at above 9,000, cleared RNAV, runway 20 approach, .com 717. Okay. 9,000.
November 199,
one notch of flaps.
Tower, runway 34 cleared for takeoff, on courses approved.
Arm. We have lots of runway to work with, so auto brakes low is fine. Twisted X, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Sirius Max, welcome back. Yeah, I think Keith jumped on to bring our cluster of airplanes into this airport because there's like 5 of us coming in here. There's one guy, or there's like 4 or 5 of us. One guy's in a hold right now. Lost Kiwi's gonna probably get a hold if he doesn't.
One Tango Sierra, caution wake turbulence from American 737 just landed, runway 2, clear line.
Yeah, Lost Kiwi, like the Mitsubishi might get a hold. Okay, seat belts. So Quigbo at 9,000 feet. We're gonna arm the approach mode. After this, we're going to go down to 5,700 for the intercept.
Heavy taxi to ramp via Delta.
9,700 is going to be the final approach intercept.
Correction, the aircraft that landed was American Heavy 787. Yeah, 465, clearance available, fires ready to come. Yeah, 465, cleared to the Salt Lake City Airport, Alpine 2 departure, then as filed.
Might need some more speed brakes here in a second. See how this thing does.
Departure frequency 132.25, squawk 7417.
I'm hoping a quick vote will level off.
Retard, retard, retard.
Yeah, nose should come up a touch here. Paco Bort, thanks for 18 months support, man. Do appreciate it.
Go the 2 Papa Whiskey.
Cheers to you, Paco Bort.
Seattle Center 121.4.
Maybe he isn't really. Maybe he's the man of the hour tonight. Oh yeah, no, he took over from Eugene completely. Did not expect that. Okay, I want another notch of flaps here, so we're gonna pull speed brakes out.
Cherokee 832 Papa Whiskey, Seattle Center, Medford altimeter 3003.
Quick was supposed to be 9,000 feet, but you get the idea.
Epic 1 Tango Sierra.
Close enough. Once we're down, where are we going? Him saying parking just reminded me of that.
Epic 1 Tango Sierra, taxi
to the Jet Center.
Glacier Jet via Bravo, cross runway 30 Bravo.
Got that altitude wrong.
Last 550
it can go down to 6,900 at Rapoy, but that's fine.
Flight level 250.
Next notch flaps. Okay, looking good. About 8 miles out now. We actually can't see the airport.
720, cleared to the Glacier Park Airport being radar vectors, Killy, direct. And keep the right turn going, turn right heading 030 when able, proceed right Killy.
Sun Country 720 is cleared to Glacier Park. The radar vectors Killy and direct. And we'll go 030 and direct Killy when able.
Where's it getting these altitudes from? It seems to have messed up the altitudes because it can go lower. Alright. Because at Leakley it can go down to 6,000 feet. After Leakley it can go to 5,700 a day. Which it actually has in the FMC, which is kind of weird. It's alright.
.com 717, radar services terminated. Contact Glacier Tower 124.55.
Glacier Tower 2455, .com 717. Oh, I see what it did there. Okay. It was doing it. It was doing what it needed to do. I just didn't trust it. Glacier Park Tower, .com 717, 7000 RNAV 20.
DOCOM 717, Glacier Tower. Report E-Day.
Port E-Day, DOCOM 717. Okay, we're on the final approach now. So we're on the slope. So missed approach altitude is 10,000 feet. Good. Lights are set. We'll drop our gear and everything else at E-Day. All right. C-Sham, wow, good to see you. Thanks for the support. Thanks. Welcome to Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you.
Sun Country 720 after Killy, proceed direct Quickbow. Expect the approach clearance prior to Quickbow.
Okay. I do have the airport. Okay, speed brake, auto brake. We'll get the flaps in the gear here in just a second. There's the gear. Tower, DOCOM 717's I-Day.
DOCOM 717, thank you.
2-3.
Site, runway 20, clear line.
Little land, runway 20, DOCOM 717.
Wind tree 50 at 7.
717. Auto throttle limited. Oh, I must have bumped it. Alright, so we can click on you.
Sun Country 720 cross Killy at above 9,000.
Get our bug.
On air, runway 20 approach. Mitsubishi 75 November X-ray contact.
Okay, runway's in sight.
City Center 132.25.
Autopilot, auto throttle. My airplane.
Ask 550.
Gear down, 3 green. Flaps down, indicated. Auto brake, speed brake. Lights. We're landing. I don't think the FPA is actually working the way it's supposed to, so we'll go back to this. Yeah.
Ask 554.
Flight director back.
Descend via the Bruiser 1 arrival, landing west, Phoenix altitude 296.
This works fine. I know there's things that you can do with the bug and whatnot. It just it wasn't showing anything like an indication or anything. Which it's probably because I'm an idiot and I said wrong.
Number 75 November X-ray, Salt Lake City Center, thank you.
VIP, that's right.
Approaching 20.
20 is what we're expecting.
Yeah,
10 knots, pretty much right off the nose. Flight Purdue, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thanks, District 1 Not Found. Continue landing, inside.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard 5.
Okay, reverses out, decel. Knots, manual braking. Brakes hot. Nope, no hot brakes.
.com 717, taxi ramp via Bravo 6, Bravo 5.
Bravo 6, Bravo 5 to the ramp. Bravo 6, Bravo 5 to the ramp. .com 717. Actually, we're heading over to the Jet Center, so can we go down to Bravo 4?
.com 717, that does make more sense. Okay, taxi to Glacier Jet via Bravo and Bravo 4.
Bravo 4, Glacier Jet. .com 717. Thanks for your help.
Pleasure.
All right. That was fun.
2 Papa Whiskey, contact Cascade approach 124.
I love those approaches. Those are so much fun to fly. Get all cleaned up here. Never not give subs on final. Thanks, it's John Off out. Appreciate it, man.
Cascade approach.
And Pete, welcome to the Beers Monk Club, man. I expect you to stick around, damn it. No, I'm just kidding.
Reton.
Chili Fry, thanks for 6 months support, man. Cheers to both you and Fly Purdue. Appreciate it. Oh, that was fun. We'll go watch the replays and all that stuff.
775 November X-ray, descend to pilot's discretion, main set.
Turn Keith off there. K Myers, good to see you, Kevin. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday, sir. Sean Hopter, welcome aboard. You should get XP realistic. I don't like all the head movement stuff. It makes it too hard to it makes it too hard to manipulate stuff in the cockpit. I've never been a huge fan. Oops. Well, I apologize to the guy who got the hold as a result of me. You don't get holds very often, though, so that was okay. I'm guessing your plane could handle him. All right, park brake. That's on. APU bleed on. Engine's off. All right, stand by on that. Stand by over there. Off, off, off. Good, good, good. Overhead panel's fantastic. Lights actually will set. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Glacier Park. Ooh. Glacier Park Airport. We made it! Headshake is really great until it's not. Yeah, it's just, it gets too hard to manipulate all the instruments and whatnot, and I just don't care for it. So here's the flight path we took. Coming in on that big curve like that. That was a really neat approach. I really, really, really liked flying that. We're going to try to do more of those. It's good stuff. All right, let's go and disconnect out of here. Thanks, guys, for flying along with me. That was a good time. Unless you flew along with Chili, in which case, thanks for that, too. And we'll go back. Oh, yeah. No replay sounds. Maybe someday they'll get that fixed. I felt pretty good on that approach, man. It was nice and stable. Didn't have to do too much adjustment. Actually, both approaches, I think, were pretty good. Oh, man, that's a good shot right there. The mountains in the background. That's why I love this sim. Always with the firm landings. Could have maybe been a little more aggressive on the reversers. I did about half reverse thrust, but then I had to slam the brakes here at the end to make that turn off. Otherwise, we were going way down to all the way to the end of the runway. I wish the sound worked. Some might call that a flare. It wasn't much of a flare. Alright, let's do one more here. Oh, yeah. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. What out here? Last one, I promise. Oops. BSS sound pack came up like two or three months ago, Dave. That's what we're running tonight. It sounds real good. But once again, they don't have any of the sounds working in the replay mode, which kind of sucks. Oh, yeah. Love it. Captain Texas, good to see you, man. Is your 1070 overclocked? It's stock speeds. Plant it. I always plant it, man. No reason for a float. All right. That was good. Who are we going to go watch? Let's see here. Chili's going. Nico's going. We're gonna watch Josh Gibbs. FNX Motion Simulator. Not sure what he's doing in there, but we're gonna watch that. Actually, Flight Purdue's going too. So either go say hi to Josh or go say hi to Flight Purdue. I'll give Flight Purdue the host since he stopped in here earlier. But I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna go. Oh, I'll probably have them both up. Who am I kidding? Guys, gals, ladies, gentlemen, anybody ever in between, I want to thank you guys all so much for joining me tonight. It was an absolute blast, an absolute pleasure. I'm gonna look at Sunday afternoon if I've got some time. Depends when my wife gets home. Barring that, there will definitely be a weekday stream at some point next week. We're gonna do some GA stuff. Probably continue working on some of the iRatings to get ready for the to get caught up and do the new PilotEdge stuff. So very, very excited for all that. And yeah, so we'll see when we see it. If we don't see you then, we'll see you next Friday. Guys, have a great weekend. Thanks again. We'll see you soon. Wait, hang on. Let me kill this.